Hey, welcome to Saturday Night D&D with D and Brig. We're back with Lost and Found.
Cheers, folks.
Hello.
How's everybody doing this evening?
Pretty
Tired.
Chillaxing.
Also tired.
Like a mother.
It's almost like we're playing this late at night or something. All right, there is a fate point up for grabs. Lets you reroll just about anything, including me rerolling anything. Who wants to give a riveting description of last session's antics?
We got fucked back with that little bitch. That sums it up.
I feel like Lucky could use a fate point. You should do it.
I just remember, I can't remember everything that went on with Hell Team, but I know as we got to court, well, actually, we're trying to escape the area we were in where we were getting the item, and the little faggot we were with is all like, "Hey, I can get us out of here. I forgot all about this thing. I had to get us right out. We'll teleport." I'm like, "Okay, sure, let's do it." And then we wind up right in the middle of the courtroom, where the dude's like, "Thanks for bringing him to us. He betrayed us." But then he was betrayed. He was turned to dust. Fight ensued. I animated the desk. I tried to run. I got held. I'm about to die. That's pretty much how that went.
Riveting.
Sorry, I chose that exact moment to chew on something that gushers are very chewy. Yes.
I would have never guessed.
So, on the hell half of that, quality recap, worth a fate point. You can.
I don't know
mark that
about the
however you
quality.
like.
I think you're stretching that a little bit, but I'll take it.
We're setting our bar low, okay? There's a couple bodies on the floor.
Well, we gotta we
Goes up
gotta
from here.
We started from the bottom. Now we're here.
So we started last session with Hell Team was two different teams. Half of it was Gumbo and Wavash, who had made their way down through the crazy apartment complex in the city of Dis, escaped from their friend the trash monster, and walked right out into the cage match of the century, where our run across the city Hell Team had run afoul of one annoying devil who summoned friends. So then their compatriot also decided they would summon some friends, and we had a blood war right there in the center of the plaza. We had pit fiends, we had Araignées, we had bone devils, we had Balgoras, and all the ones
Don't
that I
forget
can't
the
pronounce.
yokel.
There you go. The yokels,
The yokel.
yoklals.
Yokel local.
And then we had our kaiju fight between the pit fiend and the, help me remember, what was the other big guy?
Fuck, what was his name? Baylor?
Oh, there it is, Baylor. Yeah. Hey, I still have both maps open. What do you know?
Also, y'all is not a y'all at all. Y'all is a y'allkel.
Which was revealed at the very tail end as you guys were trying to. You had made your way around. You had almost died several times. Nobody had gone down, but there were firewalls. There were angry devils. There was some really cool psionic damage that was a new spell from our tiny warlock. And then, as you guys were making a break, you had come back together. The pit fiend broke free from the combat that was ensuing there in the center. Seemed a little more focused on your team than the rest of his crew. Had even called out some orders regarding not letting you guys escape in particular. Did an anti-hero landing in front of you, and so that's when y'all dropped her guys and heroically, we're not sure yet, threw themselves onto and attached to the face of this pit fiend, shouting for you to continue running. and you saturated the area with your absence, relying on the keen ranger skills of your ranger duo, who are just a crazy fever dream of our multiple personality Nicholas.
Listen, double the pass without trace is broken. I'm thinking of playing a third ranger at this point.
One of them's gonna die then. It's just you're gonna hit critical mass.
No.
Oops, physics says that can't happen anymore. So then that brings us back. So that brings us back to the multiple backstabbings happening in our courtroom.
Yeah.
With Jeff, the ever eager to climb the ladder as quickly as possible, throwing in his lot with the what's he called? With Ethic, who is a type of devil that I don't remember right now. Amnesu. Ethic the Amnesu, who was holding the highest seat of power in the Court of Cinders at the time, was also the target of the great caper you guys were trying to pull to steal the staff, which you have still successfully accomplished so far, as long as Hell Team does okay. I believe it's in a magic pocket container that Gumbo has, and Wivosh has Gumbo, and everybody else has Wivosh. Mm-hmm. So in our Matryoshka doll of party antics, somewhere in there is the thing you were supposed to get in the first place. So MacGuffin secured, as long as the rest of the team secures themselves a way out of the city. So then we come back to the backstabbing. Jeff is now a pile of Jeff cinders on the floor of the courtroom. All the desks got animated. One of them has been destroyed. Blaskin turned into a scorpion and then took some serious blows from the High Judge himself, who turns out to not just be a desk jockey, and is currently stunned. Flint wielded his imaginary hammer to great real effect. I think he got the new highest score for damage in a single swing in the campaign, with a crit smite. And then Karma came around and bit him in the ass, or balanced things out. He is now face down on the floor. One death save in, as the Iron Golem, leaving him be, has moved over towards our wizard, who is also under the effect of the court holds you in contempt ability, and is under hold person. And I think that brings us to the moment. We were on a bit of a cliffhanger here, so I want to check in with, without metagaming, I want to check in with our Hell team. What is the plan on your end?
How did they get in again? Like, can we go out the way that Team Y'all went in?
Yeah, Will and Lily are kind of leading the way.
Also, we don't have any idea shit's going down, do we?
Yeah, we have no clue what's going on in the courtroom.
Did we decide who had the sending stones? I thought it was someone in the courtroom and
Me?
somebody here.
Who is held?
The guy who can't move.
Yep.
You've got one walkie-talkie.
I mean, no response is a indicator that something's going wrong.
I was gonna say, can those things communicate across planes?
Yes.
Did we already establish that?
All you hear is screaming from the other end.
So yeah, since we don't have Lucky, we can't communicate with them, so we have no idea what's going on. So we can only assume that everything is going according to plan.
So they're bidirectional communication devices. I'm just going to put that out there. Think of them like walkie-talkies. Or phones.
But we don't.
I mean, it's like...
The Hell team doesn't have one, though. Lucky had it.
Yes, you do. It's a pair. Somebody in the Hell team has to have one of them.
No. Blaskin has the other one. I thought it was Blaskin had one.
No.
Guys, you had
We
to.
would not do that. We
That would be
planned for
great.
this
And there's
mission.
just
We
a
would not do
feedback
that.
loop in the building.
Just we're looking for the sending stone and
Oh, no,
Flint Blast
Flint
pulling
has
one out
one.
of his pocket.
Flint
Okay,
has
Just
a
starts
sending
squelching
stone.
real loud, and the judge is distracted, and we get out.
In that case, if there was another sending stone, if there was a quote unquote paired sending stone, then I guess Will or Lily would have it.
I mean, y'all have inventory sheets. Does anybody see it? Oh, why can't I click on Blaskin's page? What's happening?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I had a sending stone a long time ago, and I gave it to somebody else, and I never got it back. So
I'm immune to your DM wiles.
No, it's really weird. Like, you're the only sheet that doesn't pop, unless I've already got it open. I think I've got it open in the background.
Lame.
it's not in the party sheet, is it? No, it's not in the party sheet.
Let me close some. Oh, there you are. And nope, I don't see one. Lily, no. Will, definitely not. Nick wouldn't keep track of that.
No, I had one. I got rid of it. I gave it to somebody
Rid of
else. I don't know. Somebody asked me for it once, and I'm like, yeah, sure, you can use it. And I never
Why
got
do
it
I
back.
have an imaginary mall in my inventory? I thought I had a spoon.
Oh, that was because I gave it to the wrong person.
Okay.
I had too many sheets up. I was trying to write the one for Flint, and I gave it to you instead.
Okay. I can delete that.
I mean, surprised.
Game on.
Flint, how do you have? Wait, what did I forget something really big? Why do you have tablet number 2?
Because we got tablet 2.
Where'd the second one come from? You started with 1.
Yeah.
I thought you only learned where the other 2 were, and they weren't nearby. Oh shit! No, was that in the? That was in the vault, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's
Couldn't
right.
remember the word.
I don't know if it's different from the others, but I've got this ascending stone to Captain Bast.
That one's specific. That one's a unique. So that's kind of like a hey, call if you need help.
Help!
Um,
Help!
okay, so then if
Hey,
we
Jeff,
can't
thank
find
you
the
for sub,
second
brother.
one,
Appreciate that.
if we can't find the second one, who? And Blaskin doesn't have it in his bag either. I looked. So how do you? That's the right way to put this. If we flash back to getting ready for this thing, and obviously somebody in the court needed to know to know when they had they could drop the act or whatever. Who else would have had the other one?
I was
So-
wondering
so
about
I can
sending
give
stones,
the-
'cause Garrett linked his inventory. He's got it.
Yes, so he's
Yeah,
clearly the one that was going to be
Yeah.
in court,
Oh,
and then they were trying to say, well, Blaskin had the second one. We're like, no, or no, it was yeah.
Maybe Lucky did have the second one.
I think that we originally had 4 sending stones, like way back when you first gave them to us.
We got
That
them when
doesn't
they were on
sound right.
Amazon Christmas sale. Came with
It was
the
a
family
full
pack.
quarter.
I'm pretty sure there was like 4 of them, and
That doesn't sound right at all.
I don't know if they were paired or not. As in, like only
The number's going to
one
keep going
one.
up every time he remembers this, Garrett. Be like,
Actually, I
number
believe it
6.
was 7.
The second one
Exactly
was just-
7.
It was on a
remember when
family
we
plan
caught
with
that
other people we
Sending
don't
Stone
know.
Factory?
Yeah, but no, there was more than 2. I know for sure we had more than 2. We had
So-
I
3 or
don't
4.
believe you.
So Lucky had the one that you guys got from
Oh.
the slave ship captain, from the airship captain, and then there was 2, a pair that you got from Jasper.
There wasn't one in Tony's inventory, was there?
That's way before
No.
Jasper.
Is that when we got the sending stones?
Yes.
Yes, they were given to you as part of like, let's go steal this thing, and we needed to have multiple teams moving around. And your planner thought it would be a good idea.
Oh, I thought we had sending stones way before that.
No, I actually thought it was ironic that you didn't have them before that.
Okay. Well, I would have suggested somebody who was in the tower because it would be more important once the item was obtained that
All right,
that team tells.
Wavash or we didn't give it to Jeff, so
Yeah. So that either have
Wavash
been
or Gumbo,
Wavash.
which one of you guys
Gumbo.
It could have been lucky because he was. in
It
the
could have been
tower with
lucky.
us.
That is
Except
true.
He's too lucky to be the one that ended up with it right now.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's more comical if I do.
It would be hilarious. Maybe roll for it.
Yeah, I'll let you guys make that call.
What do you guys think? Be funny and let the dice.
In the party sheet.
It is not in the party sheet.
No teeth.
Oh, yeah, that's something you guys found in the fireplace.
This is what you just got knocked out.
Beat a 6.
Yeah, let's just say whoever rolls highest. Has it.
I like this.
Lucky, give
Do
us
it.
a roll too.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna use my
Gumbo, you've got
portents.
all
You
the
got a
fun.
4.
And you're tied with Wywash.
All right. Roll off. Roll off. Roll off. Are you being for real, Lucky?
I don't think I can use it for that.
Okay.
That would be Bradley using it. Not Lucky.
Tonight we choose violence.
All right, Gumbo, you got it.
Okay, so we'll just say for the purposes of antics, Gumbo, you do have access to the other end of that phone call.
You just forgot about it until now.
Yeah, I'm gonna remember I have that thing. I'll pull it out. I'm gonna give it a couple taps. Hello? Testing, anybody there? You guys still okay?
You hear your
So-
voice from Wyvosh's pocket.
We're so worried about where that stone is, we forgot where the other one was.
Shit. So you don't hear this, Flint, because you're unconscious, but
That's true.
Lucky and Blaskin, you both hear Gumbo's voice coming from Flint's person.
My unconscious body laying on the floor.
My frozen, stiff body can't move to respond. I'm like, ah, fuck. Yeah, I'm shouting in my head, yeah, Gumbo, we need help. Help, Gumbo. But nothing comes out of my lips.
Do we get dial
does
tone?
hold person make you? I think so. Does hold person make you also like silent? Like you can't move your mouth either?
You're held, you cannot move. That I would assume means vocal cords and face
Okay.
muscles as well.
Probably because then otherwise you could cast like non
Somatic,
or not
yeah.
somatic.
Well, non-material.
Oh, yeah, material's the third
because
one.
You can't grab them.
So basically insults. Don't hold a bar, they'll just
It's
continue to
mockery,
make
it
things
is.
worse. Yeah. Be paralyzed. Yeah, paralysis. Okay. So that voice comes through Blaskin. So we're still in combat order in terms of the. Here, I'm gonna clean up a couple things. In the combat tracker, there's just way too many critters. Okay, I'll keep getting back to that later. Where'd we go? Okay. So that comes through. Actually, Ethic's turn was up next. Does not recharge his forgetfulness ability. So he's still got these two animated desks kind of accosting him annoyingly. So where's his?
Only until I go unconscious.
2 taskmaster attacks. Okay. So is he target? Yeah, he's targeting desk 2. So he's just going to go ahead and smack these around a little bit. So here's 1 attack. That was almost a 1. It's still not dead. I am impressed. Final attack. Yep. Okay. Desk 2 down with his attack action. You're still stunned, so he's not really going to care about you too much. He is going to start to move.
It's an easy target.
He heard the. He's curious about the voice coming through, just from the invasion of space that he feels in control of. So I think he can. Where's his movement notes? Yeah, he's gonna fly up, and just kind of be hovering here, about 20 feet up.
Do the desks get an attack of opportunity?
The desk number 2 is, I guess, yeah, desk 25 gets an attack of opportunity. Desk 2's dead. So where's desk 25?
Okay, let me find my button for that.
Oh, that's right. Because we just created tokens for them.
Hey, it hit.
He hits for...
Hang on, I've got to remember the size, which these were large. That's the 2d10. Not bad. Is he concentrating on anything?
He used... I guess technically... Oh, let me see if this is a concentration spell. Because the effect that he hit Blaskin with can last for a full minute, so maybe? Shoot, where did his sheet go? Too many maps. Too many folders. I can close a lot of these things now, Jesus. Giant scorpion sheets. There he is. This is not a spell, it's just an action. Yeah, he's not currently concentrating on anything. Unless it's... He gets a... I didn't really consider the concentration aspect of it, but he gets a layer action to move that hold around, so I think his hold on you is technically a concentration of his. So you need him to roll a con check against 10. Yeah, because half damage or 10. Is that a straight concentration check, or...
Make a con save.
Okay, just making sure he didn't have anything else that affected
If
that.
he has a concentration going, then it's when you get hit, it's DC 10 con save or half the total damage, whichever is higher.
Yeah, that's a 22. He's fine. And then let me remove the dead desk with number 2. I lost it. There it is. What? Where it left a blood trail somehow. So he's just kind of looking almost amused Like he came over, like you expect him to whip out like a box or like a bag of popcorn to start just kind of listening in to see what's coming back. So that's his turn for now. Doesn't have to move anything around. The Iron Golem is going to hear that voice, and it's going to turn back towards you, Flint, and swing at the speaking body.
Failed death save, number 1.
So that's an auto hit, or does he still have to roll to hit?
It's a crit.
Auto critical. Which I don't think
So
he
if it-
can do his full damage to outright kill him, but it is an auto failed death save.
So an auto crit, if somebody crits on you when you're down, that's 2 fails. Correct. So like if you attack somebody who's already unconscious,
if you take
they
critical
just
as 2, then yeah, that would be 2 failed. If it's I would have to double check. That may be right. I don't.
Okay, let me double check this so that I don't kill Flint outright because
No,
of a
that's what you're
technicality.
supposed to do if it's intelligent or stupid enough to do it.
But I want it to be legitimate.
Attack rolls have advantage. Any attacks that hit the creature is a critical if the attacker is within 5 feet.
Okay. So I still rolled a hit, but I have advantage, and then if I hit, it's an auto crit.
Yep.
Is that what I'm hearing? Okay. Iron Golem gets 2 melee attacks. So here we go.
Hit both, dead.
I think it's gonna auto. Let's see if it auto rolls the advantage.
If I'm unconscious, it should.
Yep. Yeah, does a 31 hit? Okay. So, yeah, regardless of damage, that's 2 fails. Are you still
I'm
alive?
still alive, yeah.
Until the
Okay.
second attack hits.
Oh, Jesus. So, yeah, you guys in the courtroom hear Gumbo's voice come out. Hello, anybody there? Are you guys okay? The golem immediately pivots, and one fist comes down, bam, right on top of the noise, raises its hand, comes down, and we're just gonna pause time for a second.
And that's how Gumbo
Flint.
killed Flint.
You find yourself in a dark space that starts to. Sorry, I just had to ask anyway. Damn it. You find yourself in a dark space that slowly begins to warm. Like the first thing that you start to feel is just like a growing heat. It starts to feel like kind of a familiar vibe. The next thing that starts to come to you is your vision. You go from pitch black, kind of nothingness, to kind of the glow of embers, forge glow. Still don't hear anything, but you're starting to feel some familiar warmth. You're starting to see just bits, faint colors, just a slight gradient to the blackness. And then it starts to be a little bit more positional, and you can feel that heat and that color is coming from behind you. And you start to get some of your proprioception back. You can tell like where your body is. You find you're kind of in you're in a standing position. You kind of find the floor. You don't see a floor, but you kind of your body has that sense to it. And then the final sense that starts to come to you is that very distant, tiny bits of the peel of a hammer-on anvil. and that
God, you're in the
again you can
afterlife.
tell is coming from behind you. But you do feel like you're not frozen. Like you have control over yourself again. You don't have to breathe. You're not really feeling. Yeah, the only sense you're getting physically is the heat from the source.
I'd probably peel myself off the floor and, check my person, make sure I'm still all there.
Yeah, you're not wearing your suit from the trial. You're in like some common chore wear from back in Dunmaro.
I think I've been here before.
The
And
sound
I'll,
starts to. Oh, go ahead.
turn around and move towards the sounds.
So when you turn around, the sound starts to clarify, and it starts to sound like it's closer. Because when you pivot and look behind you, the only thing in the space is your dad working the forge right outside the front gates, the one that you were used to. The small space, the tight quarters, except all the walls are gone, the mountain's gone. It's just dad, a hamel. Nope, I give up. I'm out of words tonight already. The hammer, the anvil, some sparks flying, and there's he just looks up. Hey there, son. Could you help with the bellows for a minute? And they kind of come into view. You can tell there's some ore sitting in a crucible, and just waiting for the right heat.
I think I can handle that. And I'll head over.
It's got a very nostalgic vibe to it. This is muscle memory from years past. As part of what helped forge the guns that you currently wield. And you kind of settle into the same rhythm. No one's really finding much cause for conversation. Everyone's just in the moment of, all two of you, in the moment of doing the work. And you lose a sense of time, but eventually he breaks the silence. Just kind of raises his hand up. Right, I think we're ready. And he reaches over to a small cart of tools that now apparates, and brings over to the main table what you recognize as the tablet that you've been carrying from home, the first one. And he grins to himself, and as he places it on the tray that he can slide out in front of the kind of pour spout from the crucible. Always got to, bleed a bit for your craft, don't you? Which always makes the product much better. And he kind of blows off there's some dust sitting on the tablet, and the structure that you remember was, it had the writing built or carved into it. It was definitely like a portion of something larger. And when he blows across it, it's like all of that scatters away, like dust. And there's a very clear hammerhead cast in the center of this tablet. So he positions it under the spout, and directs you from the bellows to grab the other end of the lever that helps pour out the good stuff, scrapes the slag off, and then you guys take position. It fills the cast, and then he you kind of the arms come back to rest, and he's sitting there admiring it for a minute, watching the colors start to set, the metal crystallize, and the form take shape, and looks up and he's like, "You got your clock royally clean, didn't you, son?"
Yeah, it was a bit bigger than me. I gave him hell though.
Oh, they're all a bit bigger than you, aren't they? It's never stopped you before.
Maybe this one was a bit too big.
Oh, the bigger they are and all that. But I was watching. You gave it a good, solid thrashing. That was beautiful work. Then you notice his, like the what's the word I'm looking for? The crow's feet at the corner of his eyes, and all of the wrinkles and like smithing cracks in his face all start to kind of take on like an ethereal yellow glow. His eyes are replaced by that same light. And you start to lose a sense of scale. He is both at the same time like 1,000,000 miles tall, and then like an inch away from you and just your height. It's hard to focus on it. And his voice just takes on like a deeper resonating tone, one that you're familiar with from several prayer interactions. You know, when I was first putting these together, I didn't quite intend that you'd have to go and fucking die for this thing to come of use to you. But they were written a long time ago. So, this is to say I admire your willingness to go the distance. And the way you embrace faith and belief in your tools and in creative solutions. It is, we are going to need some material though. I took the liberty of going through a couple of your things, but I think you'll appreciate this one just a little bit more than the one I had to take apart. As your followed deity gives you kind of a Santa Claus knowing wink and a nod. And he picks up the tablet that's got this, picks up the, casting form that's got this now cooled, but still, would, sear water the second you threw it on. Picks this up and just kind of gently knocks it against the table, and all of the tablet components just fall away. And he holds this still glowing, very like smooth, super cut edges on this hexagonal base head. Like both faces of it have like just a very clear, like perfectly forged hexagonal face. Just the head. There's no haft or anything, and he kind of rotates it in his hand and puts his palm against where the haft should connect, and just draws out this very intricate. It's a simple metal core, but then it's got almost like a cage of tight lattice work of wires on at the handle end. And just kind of balances it in his hand, and takes a couple kind of practice swings, and then puts his hand on the hammerhead and collapses the whole thing down into the handle, and kind of turns it over in his hand and holds it out and drops it into your grasp.
I'm gonna look at this thing 3 times over.
It's incredibly lightweight. It kind of adapts to your grip, so it shrinks just a little bit. to where it's easy for you to hold it in one, like you have a solid grip on this thing in one hand. If you try to hold it two-handed, the grip actually extends a bit so that you've got solid grip for like a two-handed weapon. I think of how to say this. Think like a god, Brandon. Think like a god. This carries the spirit of a smith's creativity. Give it a swing. And know that I know you're still partial to hammers.
I'll do it, wind it up and give it a nice horizontal swing. Baseball bat.
Okay. Treating it like a mace, like what you're used to wielding.
Yeah.
When you swing the handle, a semi-ethereal mace apparates past the handle through the swing. And almost there's like an echo of it, like an after image that swings right behind it, but kind of extended even further. But, it as you swing, it carries the weight of like a solid, heavy hammer. But when you finish the swing, the weapon part disappears again. You're left with the handle.
Well, that's incredible.
Right? Now try thinking of a different weapon.
Sword, I suppose.
Okay.
And I'll give it a big overhead swing.
So you get a similar effect, but it's a finely honed, very kind of broad blade that extends from the handle through the swing. So mechanically, what he's gifting you is a weapon that can work as any weapon based on what you want to do at the time. But you always get an extra d6 on the swing if you use it as a hammer.
Okay.
Now I know you're still pretty fucked up. That's not looking very good right now. There's shadows on the horizon, my child, and I think many are going to need your help. And you've sacrificed a lot to get here. So take this as a blessing. And keep in mind that I've probably overstepped about as far as I can for some time. I'm still here for you if you ever need to pray. But I think you and your lot need to carry this on your own for a while. Oh, and that should also help you protect those around you. You'll see when the time comes. He gives you kind of a slap on the back. Good talk. And his slap on the back sends you rocketing Doctor Strange style, like through 5 or 6 different planes of existence. And as you clear like a layer of clouds, and you can see just like this tiny city-looking mess down on the ground, which you are rapidly hurtling towards. As you get closer, you're like, oh, I think that's ribcage, and you crash right into your body, there is a peal of kind of radiant energy that kind of washes radially out from your form. Lucky, you. So a couple things happen here. Flint, you are back to half health. So you can clear your death saves and, yeah, half of your very beefy. I'm not going to call your hit points out loud. So you're back up to half health. Lucky, you received half of what he got, so you can heal yourself for 21.
21. Yep.
And your hold is broken, so you are no longer paralyzed. Blaskin, your stun is cleared.
Yay.
And Flint, you get one action for free right now that is a guaranteed success. Lucky, did you take damage or did you heal?
I added it to what I had instead of subtracting it.
Oh,
I'm used to like
whoa,
on-
dude.
when I run one, I have what current wounds are, not what wounds I've taken. So yeah, I was like, wait a second, I went real red.
I was worried that I had misspoken. So you've essentially got one blessed action, whatever you want that action to be. If it causes so like if you're trying to force a saving throw on someone else, they need to fail, they will fail it. If you're trying to make a hit, it will succeed. Anything in that range, or you can toss it out. But
check my spells, but I don't think I have anything crazy in particular, at least right now.
oh, and you should in your inventory, you are down one tablet.
Boop. I do have compelled duel and command.
Okay.
What is the distance on? Oh shit! Compelled duel's 30 feet. Damn it! I might feel like just topping myself off. What do I do? Where? I don't see anything that's like keeping track of my pool for
Lay on hands.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've used any, but yeah. Is it 5 times your level?
You should be 5 times your paladin level.
So I can top myself off. I think I should probably do that. Maybe. I'll hit the goal. Why not?
Fair enough. Okay, we need to use some different numbers on this weapon, though.
Mhm.
So mechanically, this is treated as a weapon, or whatever weapon you use, because of the radiant echo, is treated as a weapon with a 10-foot reach.
Okay.
So even if you're using it as a maul, you get a 10-foot range on it. As well, if you're using it as a maul, then there's an additional D6. But I think I'm still on the fence. So it's a +2 weapon. Does whatever the standard damage type is for that weapon as a magic weapon. Except I want to say, no, that wouldn't make sense. I'm still workshopping some of the details on it, but so for now, however you want to use it, if you want to use your let's just make your maul a +2 and add an extra D6. So this would be a 3D6 +5 magic weapon. It's missing a piece of flavor damage, but I'll figure out what that is.
So does there need to be like another maul in my inventory, or?
I'm trying to see if I can just reuse the one that you've got for swing purposes.
Gosh.
Just drag this in. Oh, that's too many. Hey. So your imaginary one was 1d10 plus 2d6. Okay, so I'm gonna throw the 1d10 in. Yeah, I'll figure this out. It's because it's getting a little too crazy in terms of how much that stacks. Okay, so yes, if I close that now, you should be able to just use your maul +1 for the purposes of this.
Gotcha. Well, with just the action.
This is a guaranteed hit, so you don't actually have to roll to hit.
Okay.
So it's a guaranteed success.
Do I get to see if I crit?
Sorry, an attack should be a guaranteed crit. It's basically as much as something can succeed, you get one action that can just succeed at top marks.
Oh. Well. Then let me damage crit. Let's where are you at?
Did you click your critical button?
Yes, sir.
Yes, he did.
Holy.
Oh no, and it wasn't targeted anything.
That's it.
Just
I
drag it on
swear to
top
God.
of whatever.
Oh, it's probably because it's like, well, you didn't roll an attack first. So for those of
I hate.
Should have used that on the
so
other
for,
dude.
for those of y'all in the stands, the walkie-talkie goes off. The Iron Golem turns around, starts smacking it. The first punch comes down. The second one lands, and in a split second, its fist is blown back by this wave of energy. Flint's body jumps a little bit before he stands up on his own. When his body jumps, that's when the pulse of energy goes out through the room. And then he stands up and immediately just does an uppercut swing with you could swear you saw a maul, but then it's not, you don't see it in his hand afterwards, that just cleaves through the center of this golem. The entirety of its form is lifted off the ground about 10 to 15 feet, and it comes crashing down in a smoking heap over here in the pews. And then this kind of radiating energy slowly fades off of Flint, still in his bespoke suit. And that's the end of the Iron Golem's turn.
Okay.
All right, so back in hell, just checking in. What's the let's see. Gumbo tried to call. So I think you said something to the effect of can anybody hear me? Are you guys okay?
Yes. And do I hear like the crunching, smacking sounds in return?
The other end of this line, you're like nothing. And you hear like a little bit of like mechanical grinding, and then wham, wham, shuffle, stand.
The Doom music starts playing.
Oh dear. I am not going to speak into it any further. Sounds like it's going well over there. I would ask, should we see if they need help? But like, we need help right now, so
Just whisper into it.
By the way, she's saying all of this to you guys as everyone's running. So she's kind of in Wavosh's arms, holding on to this. I don't really.
She forgot her thumbs, so she's so scared her thumb squeezed down on the talk button.
How do you work this thing?
I can't find the off button. How do I hang up?
Just leave a message. If he's busy, he'll call us back later.
Okay, well, message definitely has been left. So, we're just running, right? We're just gonna keep running, I think.
Yep. Portals. Maybe that way.
Yeah, go ahead, Will. Either you or whoever's leading, give me one survival check.
So just to be clear, though, we're in a hell city, correct?
Yes.
Which means that this is an urban environment.
Twisted, but I'll allow it.
Excellent.
I'll say there's enough trappings of urbanity that the skills that you might have to be proficient in that arena can still be applied.
Excellent. So in that case, that means that I have, and we've been here for more than an hour, right? An hour or more.
Yep.
At this point. Perfect. So that means that Will cannot get lost here, except by magical means, which I guess maybe the moving streets count as, which I didn't read until just now. So I've lost a little bit of the wind in my sails.
Except by all the magic. Just, but like all the
Tell me if you roll really badly.
I will roll. Let's see. I do get my proficiency bonus is doubled if I'm using a skill that I'm proficient in, which you said survival.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah, bitch. Oh, hang on a sec. I need to add a +5. Boop. Jesus Christ, I needed the +5.
You didn't roll below a 10. No, I was going to have to start considering how the magic might be impacting you if you rolled below a 10. But no, you're okay. So yeah, Will does not get lost.
Also,
he makes some annoying comments along the way about the fact that this route has changed since you were last coming through. Like that fountainhead was supposed to be over there.
Yeah, that door was on that wall, and that door was 3 feet to the left. Also, because Lily has, hang on, where is the fucking thing about her being able to see portals? There it is.
Oh, that's right. She had like that weird map hack going on where she could see like way in the distance the 3 pixels of where you guys originally came through.
So, well, I don't know if it was like super far. I think there's a limit.
Okay.
I think there's a distance on it. Let's see. So yeah, so she has detect portal, and she can
Within
only
a
use
mile.
within a mile. So when we're within approximately a mile, when we think we're within a mile, she's going to use that to try and zero in on that portal.
Okay, so that's
So would Will think that we're within a mile yet?
we're just going to kind of sandwich those together because Will can't get lost for the most part. It turns out the reality is that Will just never thinks he's lost. No. If Will can't get lost in the urban environment, and Lily's got the ability to start to detect it within a mile. Oh, it's as an action. I see.
Yeah, it's as an action. That's why I was asking.
Then that becomes kind of the back half securing your exit is once you get in a close enough direction, she's able to tell where it is, like in a line, and then that helps you determine like, oh shit, we're actually moving farther away from it now based on if we go this way. So that shores up your ability to get you guys back to the entrance.
Cool.
You know, I like to imagine that Will's ability for that isn't a special power, but his arrogance and thinking he's always right, that he can't be lost because he won't admit to it.
Well, Will actually has, I don't know where it is. Will has something about
Totally know where I'm
maps. Something about maps. I don't remember where it is. I just remember when I first created Will, he was a huge map nerd. He had a book of maps, but I don't see it in my inventory.
Before we had GPS.
Yeah, instead of Google Maps, it was Will Maps.
Ways.
What is Will Map?
Just things, stuff. Specifically
Apples.
the route I was about to say. He just maps all the different places that he gets apples from.
So
So
instead of Google Maps, your Apple Maps?
That is correct.
Blaskin, you're stunned again.
I knew that joke was malware, but it was worth it.
Oh, never mind. I take it back. So yes, your ranger duo is able to get the rest of the party, minus your ally, out back to the exit. What you do from there leaves up to you.
All right. So we get through. Where does the portal spit us out again?
You were like a 10-minute walk from Jasper's home in what was that area of town called? You know, that odd, ironic, happy suburb.
Yeah, that
helps
place.
balance out the planar energy.
Happy Town.
I want to say it was like Harmony something, but I forget where I wrote it.
All right.
Okay, so you guys, you come spilling out that portal, back in the courtroom. First to be able to do anything would be animated desk 25.
Okay, question. These look like from your drawing, like these are these big, thick, they're just like, they don't have legs, they're just a flat bottom, right?
Correct.
Okay, because it says if it does not have leg or other appendages that it can use for locomotion, instead it has a flying speed of 30 and can hover. So it's going to rocket over and slam into him.
Wait, seriously? If it doesn't have legs, then suddenly it can fly? Or can it hover?
Well, both.
Oh, it has a flying speed of 30 feet and can hover.
Yeah.
So I
So
don't
it's
know
just
if that
kinda-
means it can fly up into the air.
It has a fly speed.
Right? Is that right?
It
But
didn't say
it
levitate. It says it has a fly speed. It's saying hover because it stays above the ground since it doesn't have legs. It just doesn't like fall. It can like fly and hover where it's at.
I see. Wow, that would kind of make me partial to picking things without legs, you know?
Yeah.
Animate that rock.
Yep. So I can't move the token, but it's going to fly over.
Oh, sure.
Him.
5, 10, 15, 20.
And then going up.
Would get it. What's its reach?
It's a 5 foot, but I'm saying that's. It was already. Did you put it at 10 foot off the ground there?
I just did.
Okay.
So it was originally at this height, and then I did
reach
10 more. Okay. Sure. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Like these things have been able to hit him. I don't think he's.
Well, it worked last time.
Where's my button?
Yep, that's a hit. Oh, hold on. He's going to use his instinctive charm reaction. No, he can't. He's the only one within attack range. Never mind.
Okay, so that's what.
So yeah, it comes up and slams into him from the side. He doesn't move very much. Yep. Doesn't like shift very much in with the hit. He's a girthy boy, but seems to be very solid in his girth.
He's 3C thick.
And just doesn't seem to be paying the desk much mind as he just watched Flint completely trash. Yeah.
I can't pass its turn.
Okay. So it brings us to you, Flint.
I will heal myself.
Flint touches himself in front of the judge.
Yep.
Gonna get extra days for that.
I don't need anybody else.
Well, he's also using the type of magic he's using is Divinal's magic.
And movement to 25.
I take it this thing that I'm going around isn't really something I want to like climb on top of.
It's just the witness, like central witness stand. This is where Blaskin put the stalk of corn.
Yeah, no, I'll go around that
Which,
for now.
for the record, is still in the room.
Get him, corn.
Starts drawing an angry face. Okay, any bonuses?
Do I want to risk dropping concentration? Do I want to risk that? What would I do if I didn't have to use a bonus next turn?
So I do want to put something out in the air that I think, because we've kind of lost like a bit of continuity from like when this whole plan was put together. A lot of this hinges on him still being alive, and I think you guys would know that. So if you're just going for the throat, you're gonna run into some problems trying to reach
on the other side of the room.
Dead. What?
Steven, Blaskin's on the other side of the room. Somebody's got to be there in the middle.
Okay. I couldn't tell if you were going like to kill Ethic.
I think I'll just wait here.
I guess you could say the jury is still out on that.
No.
Nobody would say that.
Is this all that you're gonna turn your mic on for all night, Scott?
I plead the fifth.
I refuse to turn my mic on unless it's a pun.
Okay. Yeah, Lily is good. Wavash. Blaskin, you are unstunned.
Yay. All right, so the last thing Blaskin really saw was Flip get turned into paste.
Yeah.
So he's gonna actually, one of his eyes is gonna like flash red for a second or two, and then he's gonna jump off the desk into the air towards Ethic, and
Okay.
I am going to upcast Cone of Cold at level 6, and I'm gonna thrust my hand into the air towards him. I'm sorry, animated desk. You're a desk.
Hey, remember when the DM just said that killing him is probably a bad idea?
I don't think my Cone of Cold is going to kill him. Not at least this hit.
Wouldn't that be funny though?
It would be pretty funny. He like crit fails his save. He's just a frozen statue.
And you said you were upcasting it?
Yeah.
What level are you casting it at?
6.
Yeah, he counters
Counter
spells.
spell.
I fall to the ground and I just like splat. I break one of the tiles.
Now you just look dumb with your hand outstretched.
Hey, Kate,
Yes.
guess what? I didn't even do damage.
All according to plan.
Does he
All
count
according to
objection when he does
Keikaku.
it?
don't
It's
think-
called objection, but he's not there to use his gavel on the desk. But that is the legendary action name. Is objection.
Get more movement.
No, I just jumped off the desk. I'm slamming the ground.
So you used about 10 feet of movement and then fell. So if you want to stand up,
Reaction.
if you want to stand up, that'll give you 5 feet of movement left.
I'd have to. Oh man, now that was my plan. Now my whole plan is different. Shit. Because I'm trying to think of like an animal I could turn into that has a flying speed. Because I can do that as a bonus, and now the whole like I can't take 20 minutes to go do that in the middle of this.
Do you want to say you're using your bonus action to wild shape into something? You just
Can I
aren't
use my
quite sure
bonus
what it
action to
is?
Drink a potion.
Yes. As long as you have the potion. Like if you wanted
I-
to use somebody else's, that would be a full action.
I don't know if I have a healing potion. I have something in my inventory that just says potion. This clear liquid in this vial smells strongly of vinegar.
It's a vial of vinegar.
I don't remember what that is.
It hasn't been ID'd. You guys haven't identified that specific potion. If you wanted to wild shape but didn't want to take 20 minutes to figure out what it was, we can give you the wild shape and just kind of retcon the actual creature as you take the time
yeah,
to
you'll have to
pick
give
it.
me a minute. Move on for now.
Okay, so Blaskin's wild shaping. You see a loading bar underneath the little cloud, like cartoon cloud of things changing.
He looks like a transformer. He's like doing movements, but it hasn't materialized really into something specific.
He's going through one of those magical girl transformations, and he starts spinning, and he goes clear, like white, but then nothing else is happening. He's just still spinning for right now.
Yeah, and that's in the white light. You see the little blue loading bar.
Lost connection to server. Okay.
So from like Flint's point of view, Blaskin jumps in the air, reaches his arm out, slams on the ground, and there's like a loading bar. Like I just disconnected from reality for a second.
that would
He
make
lost
sense.
Connection.
Damn it. He just sees like the other end of the Ethernet cable that he reached the end of sitting there on the desk.
I unplugged myself.
Oh, damn it.
That's pretty funny. All right, yeah, go
okay,
on.
Yeah, so you figure out what critter you wanna come back as. Lucky.
You're like, we need to go, guys. Come on. And I'm gonna be heading for the door. That was my movement. That's fine. And then dashing. Are the doors locked? Or can I bust them?
So
Not like
you reach the
physically going
doors?
through the door, but I'm trying to open them and go. Or if they got the little push bar.
The door is not locked.
I'm trying to open it and keep going.
Okay. Yeah, you can. The door opens into a remarkably empty hallway at the moment.
Flip Blaskin, we gotta go. And then, see, that was another 10, so I'll go another 15 foot.
Okay. There's no giant scorpion. Doesn't get his ability back. What he does have is could be fun. Targets one or two creatures it can see within 60 feet of it. Okay. I say, y'all are really starting to piss me off. He's going to cast Blinding Rot on both of you. So that's a Wisdom save. Oh, whoops, that didn't force... Oh, right, I have to do it over here.
Holy shit.
Oh, no. Okay, so that's some necrotic damage. He did not roll that great, honestly. That's about, yeah, half. And you are both blind until the start of his next turn. I don't see that in the effects, though. So, hold on. There's an effects section. Somewhere. There it is. Yeah. Bless you. And... Did you... Oh, yeah, we should take off your unconscious effect. Hold on. Amazing that you can do that while passed out. Alright, that's better. And then he's going to use the Taskmaster whips to just put this desk away. So, untarget you guys. First attack. Wow. 26 damage, second attack. He rolled 2 2s. Okay. That desk is
He's
gone.
got a plus 23 to hit. Jesus.
No. He's got a plus 11 on that attack.
You said he rolled 2 2s.
Yeah, but it's a 13
Oh, the
to...
desk is labeled 25. I saw the 25 hit. I'm like, Jesus Christ. You rolled a 2 and scored a 25?
Yo, that
If
would
he's
be
gonna
silly.
hit us, you can just say so.
Let's just give this an attack with a plus 30. That sounds right.
That's
This is
fair.
how we tune monsters. Okay, so yeah, the third desk is finally splashed. Oh yeah, so is the Iron Golem. Desk 25, there we go. And he's going to move. Let's see, fly speed of 30. Is that right? Oh, 40. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. We can move like here. I'll need some space to think. And that's that turn. Okay, so back to the team that has just started busting out of this tiny door between. Actually, Wavash and Gumbo, you hadn't seen this part yet. As you guys push through the portal, which looks to be like a Wavash, you almost have to squeeze through it. It's a pretty tight space as far as like skinny doorways go. But you all come out onto a street you're somewhat familiar with. You've taken it a couple times. You quickly orient yourself as far as, oh yeah, the Jasper's Place in Harmonium is like up and around the bend somewhere on this hill here. But you turn around and you basically came out through a very kind of old school style outhouse looking like tiny shack that's really wedged between a massive like brick warehouse looking structure and like a brewery on the other side. But you can still feel like the hot wind from the city funneling through the portal as you guys all kind of spill out, catching your breath, fairly achy, wounded, bleeding.
I hope you all makes it out okay.
Next time someone tells me to steal something from the most secure location in the city, remind me to tell them no.
I mean, it wasn't that bad, was it? We ran. We got to see a great fight.
Yeah, I got to be in that great fight.
You didn't jump into a garbage chute, man.
I was a cockroach for a little bit.
Wait, hang on a sec. There was a garbage chute, and then Lily will pipe up, and you were a cockroach?
Yep. Also had to outrun a tower of fire. So that was... Well, I'm not going to say fun.
Trash monster?
Just to be clear, you aren't normally a cockroach, right? You are actually a dragonborn.
You know what? You got me. I'm actually a cockroach that's been polymorphed into a blue dragonborn.
Unfortunately, we can't call him a cockborn. That just doesn't.
You
I
figured out my terrible secret.
Petition to give my fate point to Blaskin. Oh wait, he already has one. Never mind.
No, I have an inspiration. I don't know if I have a fate point.
Oh, wait.
Some people are using the inspiration to track the fate point, so I think
I think that's what we were
using. I'm just gonna hope you guys are keeping it straight for yourselves.
I'm pretty sure mine was a fate point. Oh shit, I don't know. Fuck. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm just using inspiration.
Yeah, if they're doing good, then I mean we can just meet up with them at Jasper's. But if they're not doing good, I mean, you know, we could help them out. Oh wait, hang on a sec. Wavash, you still aren't properly armed, are you? You just have my sword.
Correct.
Where did you store your shit?
I assume it's back at
Is that Jasper's?
Jasper's.
Maybe we could make a quick stop at Jasper's. Just rearm ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to get him the thing anyways, right? We should probably get
Yeah.
that
Yeah, we should give that to him. And then if we need to go help the others, we can go help the others, and then we'll just come back.
And I can magically regenerate 87 hit points in the time it takes us to do that.
I like that plan. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Lily's gonna be like, you can. So you guys are making your way back to Jasper. Is what I'm
Yes.
hearing.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just take several consecutive short rests on our way back to Jasper and use second wind like 5 times. It's fine.
All I can think of now is the stamina bar in Valheim. Like you run a bit and then you sit there and you just wait and it comes back and you guys run a bit more and he takes another short rest. Yeah, we'll say you guys are on. We'll kind of fast forward you getting back to his place. I think because you did like you. I'm struggling because you're kind of tied to combat time for the courtroom. At the same time, we're being a little hand wavy about how that's syncing up.
Are we? He seems pretty out of the way. It's going to be me and Blaskin walking out of the door, right?
Yeah, I mean, even if we were to run straight to the courtroom to like meet up and help these guys out, it's like by the time we got there, they're well done.
Yeah.
Is he planning on chasing us all the way out of the court?
Well,
You don't know.
you don't know,
I don't know.
but
I've heard about
I mean, where we.
I've heard about court proceedings, but this is more like court retreating.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you.
As we run out,
I'm
I'd like
taking
to say,
more
Your Honor,
damage.
I'd like a motion for withdrawal.
So where we left in the turn order, you guys were blind.
Are you a scorpion right
While
now?
he moved. No, he's
No,
not.
I got the crap beat out of me.
He got the scorpion beat out of him.
I was gonna say, well, that doesn't
which-
matter because you got blind sense or earth sense, tremor sense, whatever.
True. So what would Flint and Blaskin, what would you guys do on a turn where you're still blind until it comes back to Ethic?
I'm going to be yelling at Blaskin to get over here.
Honestly, since I'm normal blind and I don't know how long that's going to last, I'm turning back into a scorpion because I have blind sight.
What I have noticed as I'm running out, of course, I'm going to be every once in a while glancing to see if they're coming. What I've noticed, what happened.
Yeah, you saw the spell go out. So they both got racked with like a necrotic kind of blast that washed
Well,
over
Flint
them,
goes
and
before me,
their
so-
eyes just went cloudy.
What's Flint doing?
Yeah, Flint's yelling to Blaskin to get over to him. And then Blaskin sounds like is going to use his wild shape to switch back to scorpion mode.
Okay, but Flint, you're just standing there waiting till somebody touches you, or
Well, I mean, I'm behind this wonderful corn stand.
but you're also
Sorry.
blind. I didn't know if you had something to fix that, or if you're just going to stumble around yelling for Blaskin. Or...
Lay on hands only fix poison, so no, I don't have anything to fix that.
Okay.
Also, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that wave of necrotic energy, that corn had less than 1 hit point.
No!
So he's that poor boy is wilted and gone.
It's okay. Maybe the corn will go to Immediate Scott and come back with a super cool weapon too.
corn for the corn god. Okay, so I will, if I see this happen, I will turn around, and I would assume for a moment I can kind of tell that Flint's like feeling around, that he's not, doesn't have sight. Or am I too far away?
I find the
Well, so I also want to say, Blaskin, if you switch back to Scorpion mode, that's your bonus action from your previous round.
That's fine
or
with me.
kind of carrying that forward. So then with blind sight, what would you do with the rest of your action economy?
I mean, are we retreating? Like, I understand
You
that's
heard
what
me yell to like, let's go.
I guess I'm probably gonna grab Flint in my claw.
Something's attacking
And
you.
just
What do you
go.
do?
So you move around this way and immediately grapple Flint.
Yeah. Also, I just want to say, if a Corn went and brought back a super magic weapon and it was like a gun, it wouldn't be Corn on the Rob anymore. It would be Corn on the Rob, not Corn on the Cob. If you're getting mugged by a stalk of corn, that's a Corn on the Rob.
Ooh.
I think you've done better this round.
So
this
how
game.
big is the scorpion? Is it like, could he like grab Flint and then like just kind of sit him on his back, or he can ride him? Is he large enough?
Yeah,
for that?
however you want to do that. Yeah, he's a giant scorpion, so he could grab Flint and carry him, or he could grab Flint and like put him on his back. Because a giant scorpion is size large.
Because I was just curious, is like, would he have to move at half speed to carry somebody? I would think that if he's large and just set him on his back, he's like a mount.
Let me see. It's a large beast. So Flint is
Medium.
still considered medium.
Of course I am.
So am I, even though I'm only like
height.
3.5 foot tall.
What size is a horse?
Medium.
And you can ride one of those? No, it's a large beast. Oh, draft horse is a large beast. Riding horse is a large beast too. So yeah, it's giant scorpion is a size to be a mount.
Well, there you go. Throw him on your back and keep hauling ass.
Flint's like, Blaskin, get over here. And all you hear is, and then you get grabbed.
Blaskin, get over here! Not like that!
Blaskin, now you really gotta get over here. I'm getting attacked. Okay, so you grab Flint, and then
There is no
that's-
clause for alarm.
Hey, what is in the water tonight, man?
What's in the water that makes you guys so unfunny?
I drank my unfunny juice this morning.
Powder that makes you unfunny.
Okay, so they move in that general direction. Lucky, does that change your plans? If that
Well,
was
yeah,
that all
he's-
happened
he's
before.
got him at the moment. Now, did you get your full movement?
He spent
Because you got move
about
and dash.
his full 30 to get to Flint. Or is it 40? What do you have as a giant scorpion? 40 movement? Where'd that go? Just had the NPCs up. Dang it. Giant scorpion. 40 feet.
Hey, what's up, Armin? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, so you guys could probably get like about, I'll say there, if you move and dash. Well, no, because your action, you still had to pick him up. So I don't know if that gives you a dash.
Well, if it takes,
I definitely
his
wasn't
action to
willing
do that, then
in
no.
this.
Yeah, so I'll just pull you back a bit because you didn't use your full action to get to him in the first place. Sorry, your full movement. But you're heading in that direction. While he is floating and sees this happening, he's going to take a bonus action to he kind of brings his hand closer to his face and speaks into, you see like a large round set stone on a very like tackily opulent looking ring on his right hand. And he kind of taps it and then begins to speak. Xerix, did you reacquire the item? And just kind of silence on the other end. And you hear a hello, Ethic. Oh, I'm pleased to report that Xerix will not be able to give you an update.
Oh,
My sister sends her regards.
oh. She's scary.
At which point, his smug, if frustrated face just starts to cloud with like neutrality and then calculation and concern. You start to suddenly feel like you're not all that important in the room at the moment.
That tracks.
So that takes up the rest of his round. Sorry. So that was you guys in that round. Hell team. You are.
Hello.
I'm getting really distracted by Discord right now.
Sorry.
You guys are just arriving at Jasper's front door.
Awesome.
What do you want?
We walk in super casual, like act normal.
Don't be suspicious.
Hello, Jasper.
He, immediately jumps in, or No, that's right. So when you come in, you see him closing the door to where he's got your 3 kidnapped college students with a empty tray in his other hand. It's like, I swear to God, they eat enough to... Oh, good, you're back! I really need to get rid of these guests.
Oh yeah, you can probably dump them now. Or
You
we
should
can
be more
deal
specific.
with
You
that.
need let them go?
Yeah.
Can we
Okay, no, but-
can we like wipe their memories of like the last day or something?
Probably. We can figure them out. They're college kids. Do you have it?
I
Does
hold
it
up a little
work?
box. Okay.
That is a little box.
Yes, we have it. Slight problem. Only Lucky can open it. And I think they're in a little.
He quickly counts the number of you there.
We have not.
Lucky is not here.
Yeah.
He went back through the main door. We all came through hell.
Yes, that was the plan.
So we're just waiting for them to get back at this point. You're probably okay, right?
You have not heard from. Did you?
We left
do you
them a
know
message.
How is? You left. They didn't answer.
It seemed like they were dealing with something, and I didn't
They were
want to
busy.
bother them.
Seems like there was a lot going on.
Yes. Well, we didn't get a disconnected dial tone, so we assume that means they're still okay.
Sorry, I was thinking of myself. I don't want to ruin the moment. I thought of something funny.
Okay.
I
Can
mean,
you
he's
try
lucky, so
again?
he'll be okay. Try what?
Can you try them again?
Yes. I'm gonna pull up the Soulstone again. Give it a couple more little taps. Hello?
Scorpion noises.
This is just imagine Flint's still blind. You can see again, by the way. Once it came back to Ethic's turn, the blindness went away. I'm still imagining that this timed out that he was still blind at the moment. He's like riding on the back of the scorpion, and you're trying to call him again. Worst timing.
It sounds like they're in a tunnel. What's that clicking noise?
No, Flint, you heard the stone this time. Last time you were unconscious.
Flint, getting worried.
Hello?
Oh, hi. You're okay?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but
Oh,
we made it out of the courtroom.
Come on, it's not like you died.
Uh,
Don't be a
funny
baby.
story.
you're not gonna believe this.
have you seen Lucky? By chance?
Yeah, he brought that kid, and that kid got vaporized.
Oh,
Or maybe that kid brought Lucky.
Okay, now are we all together, or is this we're running down the hallway escaping, or what's the situation?
Aren't you riding Blaskin, or is it just Flint?
I'm riding
Blaskin.
Blaskin.
Flint's, that's what I'm saying. Are we still in like combat rounds running, and I'm waddling at my little 25 movement speed?
No, you're in the other claw.
Okay, so Blaskin, you've scooped up Lucky, if Lucky wants.
Oh yeah.
I'm faster than they are. It's a dwarf and a halfling, and I've got
Yeah.
40 movement speed. They literally can't keep up.
Hey, Gumbo! I'm like,
Plus
being all
Scorpion Express.
jostled around as you see he's running.
Unfortunately, Gumbo, you also hear in the background the shouts of various concerned legal staff as they are rapidly trying to make their way down hallways in the Court of Cinders.
Shit, we
Wait.
don't have a permit for a giant scorpion.
Hey, could you
How
use
how
a
does she know
evac?
their legal staff just by them?
Got a license for
yelling?
that.
Oh, you can tell. Like when you know someone's a pilot or vegan.
Oh, it's that kind. Okay.
Threats of suing you for all manner of minor aggressions and yes, that is a short joke.
I can't believe you support animal murder.
Without the proper forms.
Yeah, could you use a little bit of help? Flint, tell her we need help.
Well, I wouldn't want to sound alarmist or anything.
Evac.
Oh dear, we're back at Jasper's place already?
Hey, Gumbo, ask them if they've tried running yet. That worked for us really well.
It sounds like they're running.
I assume at this point, Blaskin has been a giant scorpion enough times that you guys know the noise of the skittering. I have giant metal spidery legs. They're not quiet. I am the least stealthy scorpion that's ever lived.
Will, maybe
yeah.
you can direct
Maybe we
them
should-
how to get out of hell once they're out of the building?
That building's in
Yeah, they're-
Ribcage.
Yeah, they're not in hell.
Oh, right. Okay.
They're in town with you.
Right.
Do you guys need us? Do you guys need us to meet up with you to help you disappear?
Well, maybe, if you've got the time.
All right. Will runs out the door. No questions asked.
Okay. Just so we don't have to micromanage this too much, what's your general plan for trying to help a giant scorpion with 2 people in its claws?
Okay, here's the
which is
question.
Fine.
If
Yep.
you're like, I'm
I have a
good
plan.
idea, Will. It's a good idea. And since we're being carried, if I cast invisibility on Blaskin, and all the things that he carries is invisible as well, will we disappear?
I like the technical aspect of your request given where you are. Give me an Arcana roll. You have to bend some rules a little bit here to make this spell do what you want it to do. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty solid roll there, boss. Not a crit, but pretty solid.
So as Will's just like, if you need help to disappear, I'm like, good idea. And then I just touch the claw that's holding me and cast invisibility.
Never
Okay,
mind
I'm gonna say you have made it to the kind of main it's, I don't know what you would call it, not a vestibule, like the large entrance hall of the main floor of the court when you finally cast invisibility. So
It is
you've got this-
invisibility, not silence.
right. So you've got this this kind of wave of chaos as people are shouting and surprised and gasping and just getting out of the way of this steamroll of a giant scorpion. Who, I mean, there's going to be talk the next day of like 2 of our court reporters were kidnapped by this giant monster. Unfortunately, nobody knew their names.
One had a
But
really nice
you-
suit, though.
On point. All that was left behind was the sad husk of a corn cob. But you've got this like wave of chaos that you're creating through, and then suddenly the massive object of the room disappears. Still plenty of noise carrying the rest of the way out. A couple people just seem to be knocked over by nothing. And then there is a bit of, still kind of visible if you wanted to be tracking it, there's a clear spot in the crowd out in the city, but it's not like Tokyo dense with pedestrians and things.
Can I add a little bit of flavor to it, Brandon?
Of course.
I'll just go up a wall. I'll go up on top of a building. I'll just crawl up it.
Okay.
Just avoid the crowd.
See
got it.
chunks
Roll
of
me a
granite falling,
dex
earth and dirt,
check.
masonry falling out where the claws are going in.
Roll me a quick dex check, Blaskin. I'm just curious.
Oh, I was gonna say I have to bring up this giant scorpion dexterity check, actually.
Oh, fair. Here,
alright.
roll me a d20. It's got a +1.
Okay. $15.
Okay. That works pretty well. You do randomly punch out 2 windows because of just how quickly you're trying to move across. So the mostly unaffecting your terrain as you then move sideways across like some of the more congested building structures there in the heart of the city. And 2 windows randomly just kind of bust inward as you quickly pull your foot out of the hole and keep going. but not nearly as much damage to the structures as could be. I have a complainer here. Hold on. Come here.
Complainer.
Meow, meow, meow.
See, and then I pick you up and you don't make any noise at all. They think I'm lying. Oh, come here. What's up? Giant invisible scorpion. You would hate it. Can't even see it. Bye. Okay, and with that, you guys, the invisible scorpion trio, head the rest of the way towards Jasper's. Now, Will still ran out the door, so what's Will doing?
Will was going to find them and use his pass without trace to help them escape. So he would have taken to the rooftops to try and get a good view of them when they come out.
So there's this great moment. Over. There's this great moment in about 2 minutes, Will, where you're posted up. You're like, okay, I'm definitely gonna see him, coming this way, and you aren't seeing anything. Then you start to hear in the distance this, and it gets louder and louder, and then it like passes right underneath you and keeps going. And starts the noise starts fading into the distance.
Do we see him?
You would see Will.
Well, hang on a second.
Unless Will was trying to. Oh, you were being stealthy. Okay, roll me a stealth check, Will.
All right.
Let's see how stealthy you were being.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, that was survival.
Not very stealthy.
D20. It's still a D20.
Oh my god! I rolled 2 ones.
You guys could clearly see him. He was hiding from people he could see.
As we're going by, like, Will, we can totally see you, brother.
I'll like stop for 1 second, wave the claw with Lucky in it at him, and keep going.
Invisible.
Everybody's invisible.
Yeah, that makes it even better.
It will. So follow us.
I hear skitter, stop, and then skitter.
You stop, and then you're like, whoa, from Lucky, and then skitter again. So they're like, Lucky around here?
Will's gonna stand on top of the roof, and he's gonna have like the error, like the computer error sound playing in his head while he tries to process what just happened.
I passed on the loading bar to Will.
Is he? As you hold it, you stop and hold me out. I'm like, we'll follow, and then you start moving. Follow us.
I wish I had a third claw. Just scoop up Will too.
You can just wrap your tail around me, yeah.
Technically speaking, scorpion tails can't do that.
Oh.
No, but you can stab through the back of his cloak and just hoist him up.
I feel like that's probably a bad idea.
Yes, guys, we brought Will back. Oh, he's dead.
All right, Will follow them back.
Okay. Yes, you guys, you make the Scorpion trio makes it back. Will following shortly after the voice on the wind that just told him he should head back. That sounded remarkably like Lucky. And you all kind of group back up I'm not going to steal it from you, Blasket. Are you staying in Scorpion form? Are you going to try and shift back so you could use doors?
No, I just go through the door.
Front of the building just collapses in.
So Blasket just Kool-Aid Mans it into Jasper's home.
Me and Flynn are limp dead in his claws because we got crushed in the masonry.
You just squeezed too hard. Oh. I'll close some of these windows so I can think better. Okay. So you're all back together with Jasper there.
didn't see anybody following them, by the way. Like, because I followed up. I assume that Blaskin was faster than me, and I arrived a couple minutes after. I didn't see anyone like tracking or following him, did I?
Correct. You didn't see anything specifically chasing after them. No other. I mean, the noise carried some interest, but nothing else seemed to be like, on their tail. Just checking. Nope. Okay. So, Gumbo, you were saying something about Lucky being required for. I'm glad you all made it back, by the way. Sorry. Very goal oriented. Where is your?
You need me? Are we doing dinner?
Can you open the box, please?
Oh yeah. Let me double check.
And then maybe dinner. That sounds amazing right now.
Okay, good. I have one 4th level spell slot left open. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to rest. Oh, I've got that. So yeah, I'll take the little chest, sit it in front, kind of dust it off. Do the incantation in reverse. Opens it up, and then the chest appears. Open up like, is this it right here? Pull the item out.
Whew. Just kind of feigns himself. So that would be it, all right. Masterfully done.
I did cast non-detection on it, so they shouldn't be able to track it for a while.
Oh, that should. How long does that last?
8 hours.
Yes, that should be helpful. Okay, I will start moving the pieces that I need to make sure they stay secure. But right, first, I've got some. Yes, I have steps to follow now that we have this in our grasp. But I believe you had a particular task you needed to accomplish. Was this in our hands? Yeah, some blackmail or coercion of our mutual non-friend.
Yes. What was this? Felix? We have to get Felix out of jail.
Oh, okay. So that's so. Sorry, I'm thinking about the phrasing here, or what he knew in the first place. So we need an audience with your. We need to get back in touch with Essek. Did you see? Did you leave him in a well state? In a captured state? Did he just go back to his judge's chambers? Does he know this is missing?
I'm pretty sure he probably knows it's missing, right?
Yeah, I look at Flint and Blaskin.
He knows it's missing already?
Well, I believe he was asking his enforcer for an update on the item, and y'all answered call and kind of spit in his face. So things, he probably knows things aren't good.
Excuse me for a moment. He goes through the door to the next door over from the room where the 3 kidnapped victims are still being held. You can hear some low mutters of, "Oh, this guy's actually got some pretty good ale."
They're drinking our booze.
And he like goes very efficiently directly to one space right inside the door. You can see there's just like a wall of like apothecary shelves, and pulls out like a short like piece of, it looks like a piece of chalk effectively, and he quickly brings it back out and kind of breaks it in two, and this small puff of smoke kind of floats up into the air and then expands really quickly, and as you kind of look up into the upper area of the room, you see it coats a small floating eye, like an arcane eye, which quickly like turns and points itself towards the source of the smoke. Nice. Well, I need to do something very fast. Do any of you have a way to put that not on this plane right now?
Cast a spell magic.
No.
What?
No, sorry, the staff. I could give a shit. He knows where it is right now.
Okay.
I need you to not tell me where it's going, and I need you to put it there immediately.
I have it. How long has it been since I opened the chest?
Oh, what, like 5 minutes? Less?
Let me double check.
I mean, I think it's been 5 minutes since we said that in person.
Let me double check.
Take it the divination isn't doing much here?
It's
Or the non-detection?
So, non-detection was on the item. There was nothing about non-detection on Lucky, Blaskin, and Flint
True.
making their way out of the courtroom.
Okay, so it doesn't say a specific duration. It just says you can send the chest back to the ethereal plane by using an action and touching both the chest and the replica. So we'd opened it, it's still just sitting there. So I grab the item, throw it in there, and then close it and shuttle it off. So it's gone to the ethereal somewhere.
Okay. Tidy up. I think we're about to have guests.
Well, I'm in my suit, so
Perhaps
Yes,
we
well, you're
should
one
all,
step ahead of us.
Go somewhere else.
No, this is just moved up the timetable I didn't get any time to prepare conversation or
And,
notes.
For the record, I'm not going to be able to bring that back till I get a bit of rest, bit of shut eye, get some breakfast, maybe.
We can work with this. We can. So, what I can tell you for certain is that he knows we have it, and he knows we are here. So, and then you just hear a knock on the front door. Unless the front door's gone because Blaskin busted through it.
I don't think I busted it down. I probably put down Lucky. Like, what kind of door is it?
It's just a set of double doors. Normal, like medium-sized creature double doors.
I think I can like pull it open and probably skitter in slow.
He just holds me forward and I open the doors.
He uses his claws, puts one of you each forward, and then you each take one door. You guys all go through. Well, I was really hoping to make a better first impression. Well, okay, at least the front area is fairly clean. Just kind of looks around at the group one last time.
We sneak the college students out the back or something?
Oh, they're fine. That door's closed.
Okay.
In fact, let's leave it closed.
a garbage chute today, have they?
This is a single floor building. Where's the chute
Oh.
going to go?
Well, not here, but you know. Does anybody smell like garbage?
Oh,
Actually,
probably.
before you answer,
Just turn
before
and
you
look
answer
at
the door,
Gumbo and Ravash.
Yeah, definitely.
can somebody go silence the college students? I don't
got
mean like this. I just mean, no noise.
Oh, yeah, speaking
I'll
of
go.
that, I gotta tell you a story of
My
that little
babysitter.
ass. The little man-child fucking betrayed us.
And he wasn't on the roster, was he?
Come on, Gumbo.
Yep.
You guys are heading in to somehow keep them quiet?
Yep.
Okay. He closes the door behind you too, just so that that's out of sight. And then, well, here we go. Goes and opens the door. Standing on the other side is a consternated-looking Omnizu. You can see just like a couple beads of sweat adjust his robes. I have come to discuss the status of my property. Yes, well. He turns back and looks at the group. It seems it has been misplaced. And unfortunately, everyone in this room knows that it has been misplaced. You see ethics. He continue like he still has his eyes squarely pointed at like, so he's maintaining eye contact with Jasper. And the chin kind of drops a little bit. And then the shoulders ever so slightly drop a little bit. Right, and I am curious what it's going to take to make sure that knowledge does not leave this room. Oh, well, come on, please come in. I believe my companions here have some, have a particular condition or request in this regard. And I have a short list of suggestions in the legal arenas that we can continue to build some rapport around in the coming days. But I would prefer to let them have the floor first. Please, come in, find a seat. You just pick up a bit of Jasper kind of like finding a spine. Just, like, it's just this ever so subtle shift in like power dynamic from what was the anxiety on your side of the door and the, like, I don't want to say fury by any means, but just like how dare they kind of insulted that Ethic was carrying. And there's like, as they dialogue back and forth just that little bit, there starts to be kind of like Jasper's pulling a bit of that energy away from him, inflating a bit as Ethic deflates just a little bit. But he strides kind of defiantly into the room. I'm gonna say Will. You're standing to the side of the door. He reaches for the nearest person just to push them further out of the way.
I give him a big old smile, and I say, "Hey there, Judge. I didn't have the opportunity to meet you yet. It's a pleasure to meet you. The name's Will," and I stick my hand out to shake his hand.
The hand goes like almost to your face, and then just switches kind of at the last minute to kind of push you from the shoulder to kind of arm check you at a distance as he walks in to the center of the space, and then looks around and chooses the deepest seated bench available in that first kind of that central rotunda there.
Will mutter under his breath, "I think I could technically classify that as an assault."
Well, put it on the table. What's this costing me? Aside from hiring some new help.
Just kind of look at Flint.
Oh yeah, Flint, what are you and Gumbo doing that's keeping the college students quiet?
Oh no,
They're
Flint
not in
out.
this room.
Okay,
Yeah, they're not in this room. It's you, me, Lily, Wivosh,
Jasper.
and
Or
Blaskin.
what?
No, it was like they were quiet. He just didn't want.
They're talking.
Cat attack.
Meow.
Hey, you a bard?
Dissonant whispers, guys. Throw me all off.
I mean, I don't, unless they're like, going to be loud. I'll probably just sit with them and make sure they're not going to be wonderful noisemakers.
So you can hear the other side of the door, and I'm just going to say for the purposes of using Flint and Gumbo's kind of perception of this, you quickly surmise that the whole, like, you guys have a lot of leverage right now due to the fact that the judge thinks the only people who know he doesn't have this item in his possession are talking to him right now. So the further this news could potentially spread, i.e., who are these three random schmucks who can also hear me right now, the more tenuous this balance of power becomes.
I'm gonna sit down with them. I'm gonna look at all of them. I'm gonna, all right, nobody say a fucking thing. We're gonna sit here. We're gonna drink. We're gonna be quiet for 5 straight minutes.
I'm picturing the diner scene in Pulp Fiction. Bitch, be cool.
I put my gun on the table.
Hold on. Let me see if he just wants to lift.
You want up, buddy?
Hand me my warhammer. Which one is it? It's the one that says bad motherfucker.
If you can't stand being quiet, Gumbo will make you into soup.
It's true. Done it before.
Flint, roll me a persuasion or intimidation, whatever you
I
prefer.
actually think they're the same.
I'm gonna,
Wow.
as he's doing this, I'm just
Wow.
gonna put us in a box.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna put us in a box. It's gonna be quiet time. It's gonna muffle the sound a bit, hopefully a lot. I'm casting Wall of Force around us.
Does it block sound?
It blocks everything, supposedly.
Except
Allegedly.
trash monsters.
Except trash monsters.
To each panel, blah blah blah. Nothing physically passes through the wall. Hey, sound waves are physical. Okay.
I'll take it. That last
Anything I
10
see
minutes.
is if your DM considers vibrations to be blocked by walls of forest, it's naturally blocked sound.
Which makes the time you guys put a devil in a box really funny. Because then it was also like a mime. Because it was really pissed. Okay, you now have your own isolation booth. Flint, you were really persuasive. They seem to
It
be.
just gets dead silent. Of course, you can hear it in the box.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're in a closet now.
I start pouring out some drinks.
Everyone's like, oh.
Mhm.
Okay, so me as the player, I do not remember what our end of this was for what we would be asking.
We're getting
We need
the thing?
we need Felix.
Why
So
can't I remember?
Felix
Felix.
has
Yes.
been charged. He's being held on the charge of reinstating a banished god with the intent to overthrow. I'm literally reading my notes.
Okay, well, hang
Yeah.
on. Then I
Overthrow
as he asks this
Asmodeus.
question, I look at Will like, you want to take this?
Yeah, sure. I've got this. Your Honor. Exactly. Your Honor, we are but simple adventurers here looking out for our good friend Felix the Gnome. Apparently, Mr. Felix has been accused of a crime of reinstating a banished god and, something nine hells, something Asmodeus. The details aren't really important. What's important is Felix the Gnome needs to be released.
Full name.
Yeah, you kind of Will. You probably didn't want to be a little bit specific. You're dealing with a judge in the Infernal Realms, and the sticklers for that like precise language.
Oh, I don't think I need to be precise with him, Lucky.
No, yeah. I'm thinking
We
that
we
you
have
probably
his we have his staff. If he wants his staff back, and he doesn't want everyone to know if he doesn't want everybody who currently respects him to know that he's lost it, then he needs to play ball with us, so to speak. And will reach into his bag, pull out an apple, and take a big old bite.
And
Sure, Judge.
unintentionally, at the same time, Lucky is pulling out a pocket sausage and taking a bite at the very same moment.
So as he's chewing on this apple, sure, Judge. What say you?
I say those sound like pretty serious charges. Does your friend have a last name? We might have many Felixes in the system.
Really? Another bite. You're
Yes,
telling me
so
that you have.
Detail I'm saying.
You're telling me. I got this, Lucky. You're telling me that you have more than one Felix the Gnome currently in the system on the charges of reinstating a banished god with the intent to overthrow Asmodeus?
Do I know Felix's last name?
I think so. Pretty sure.
Hang on, it might be somewhere further up in my notes.
I'll just rattle it off if Lucky knows.
Felix
Lucky
Astrocord.
Yeah. It's called. It's the one.
If you're really going to be that much of a stickler about it, Your Honor, Felix Astrocord, aka Felix the Gnome.
No, fine.
I think the judge is talking to a cat.
Yeah, the cats decided to start yelling at 12:30 at night. Very adorable.
My bowl is empty.
It's not. It's really not. My
can
bowl
see
food
the
is 2
bottom.
hours old.
I can see the bottom.
God.
Our cat used to do that. She would eat like down in the center, down, and then you could see the bottom of the bowl in the center, and then yell. So you'd go over there and you would like just move the food around where it covered the bottom, and she was fine and would eat again.
Dad, you
It's
poured
actually a
this
whiskers
food an
thing.
hour ago.
Cats don't like it when their whiskers touch the side of the bowl, which is why they go only for the center. Because
I did
otherwise they
not
have
know
to
that.
jam their whiskers into the bowl much harder.
He's got a really funky feeder that's like it's designed to make them slow down eating. So it's got like these multi-tiers that you actually put their paw in and kind of scoot stuff out, and then it falls into like a ring at the bottom. So
Oh,
you
that's
always
cool.
see the bottom, but it's always really easy to reach.
It's fucking cool.
Buddy, I don't have anything else. I think you're just being dramatic. Also, you're hiding.
I think he wants. I think he wants some like cat crack. Give him some cat crack.
Fresh out of crack on this end, Nick. Okay.
Oh.
After cold. Excuse me for a moment. He pulls a like a scroll case out of his of an inner pocket and puts on some very tiny spectacles.
No. Enough out of you.
Scratch that. Oops. Kind of unrolls, which has a just unrolls the scroll and starts just kind of rotating both ends, which just feeds it through ridiculously fast. Like he's just scanning this huge, like you get little glimpses of it's just dense with writing and information and like designs. Good, you made it. See, you didn't need me. He just climbed up onto a tower and then stops and scrolls back. It closes and puts it into his pocket.
Does he look like he's about to say something? Because if not, I'd like to say something.
He looks pensive, but he hasn't said anything yet.
Your
So
Honor,
what would Will do?
Your Honor, I believe that you will find if you look into the allegations against our good friend Felix, you will find these allegations and evidence of such allegations are severely lacking. And as such, it would be in the best interests of yourself and the court to drop the charges as quickly and perhaps quietly as possible, so that everybody involved can move on with their lives.
Well, we happen to delight in finding the truth or lack thereof of many allegations on a regular basis. The problem with your friend Felix is that he is deep on the list in the system. We have many, many cells full of individuals patiently waiting their turn to prove their innocence or for us to find their guilt. So that, I will not argue, is a very real possibility that these allegations for your friend carry no real weight. But since they've been made, we have to follow through.
Well, and I 100% understand and agree with you, Your Honor. You know, when such allegations. I got this.
Wait.
I got this,
Sometimes
Lucky.
them just
I got
this,
this, Lucky.
this clerical mishaps here and there. You know, somebody spills some coffee on it, and you can't read the name. It got blurred out. Forgot about. Page got torn. Something like that.
So you get the sense he's only half listening to everything people are throwing out there. Like you've so Lucky, you were there briefly in the courtroom. Blaskin, you've never seen him think hard. Like he had such like a carefree, calloused nature going through the whole process working with you guys. Even when like you kind of shifted it over to, hey, now you get to help write some of the lines in this contract and really flex your knowledge, and we're sucking up to you. Even then, it's like there was no deliberation on his face. There was no pause for thought, and he is seriously chewing on something while you guys are talking through this.
Is
It
something
seems-
wrong?
No, it's very clear. The path set before us. Felix Astrocord. I believe some paperwork is due to go missing.
That is a damn shame, but unfortunately, in a court as important and as massive as yours, it's simply one of the many things that just happens.
Yes,
There's
the
nothing you
boss
can
is
do
red.
about it.
Very well. And there's a bit of, because I don't know I don't think everybody can see me that's actually playing. So just there's like a pause in his, like he's starting to form words, and it just like he's having trouble. Like the classic, like toxic male who is trying to apologize, and it's like they just can't say the word. He's chewing on that as he's trying to force out the if you would be so kind as to wait patiently until tomorrow, someone should contact you about meeting with Mr. Astrocord at the exit to the cages, where his personal effects will be returned to him, and an official apology from the warden sent due to his incorrect justification for being kept for so long. Is that acceptable?
Yeah, I think that it's probably pretty good on our end, don't you think, Will? Laskin?
I agree. Thank you, Your Honor, for your diligence in this matter.
Yeah, but I believe our friend here had some other little stipulations.
Yes. Well, Mr. I'm sorry. Jasper. And my people will get in touch with your people. We'll set a date in the near future on the calendar. We could go over some paperwork in your chambers. I think it's just a couple of suggestions that I'm pretty sure you'll be a fan of, to be honest. But in good time. Your Honor. Mm-hmm. He just kind of like takes one long look, just like around the room in general. Very well. Y'all have a pleasant evening. And he gets up to and intends to leave.
You say attempts.
But as in, like he's
If any of us want
if there is no interaction
Okay.
left in anybody's to-do list, then he is going to leave.
No, I'm good.
Unless there was something else. If we accomplish our end, then yeah, just quiet and leave.
All right. Jasper will come and give a like a shave and a haircut knock on the door where oh yeah, you guys can't hear him.
He just keeps knocking.
It's gone awfully quiet in there. Uh-oh.
I hope they didn't kill them.
I'll go get him. And,
They double kidnapped them.
Lucky goes in and he runs and he's excited to tell him the news, so he just runs over there and then face plants into the wall of force.
Yeah, it's completely invisible. But I kind of look up. I wave.
You see his mouth move and he's like saying, yeah, but
kinda
Lucky's
tilt my head like,
smiling and he's
Oh,
then he looks at his hand. He's kind of sad for a minute because his sausage got broke as he smashed into the wall.
Oh man, you should see a doctor about that.
I'll tap the
If
wall
your
with my
sausage
stick.
stays
He's
broken
just-
for 4 hours or more,
He's pointing and
Yeah, I tap the wall. It falls apart.
and then he just walked out.
Oh, sorry. Could you repeat that?
Which part? Like the whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it done. He's
Oh,
supposed
good.
we're supposed to fix meet Felix at where they're gonna release him with his possessions tomorrow, and then they're gonna talk about some other things in private. But yeah, we got him his arrangement. They're gonna have a clerical error, and it just oops. Things fell through the cracks, and they're sorry about that. And here's your apology. Here's your stuff. Go on about your way.
Wow, that's wonderful. That's very civil. I was kind of expecting a fight.
I'm.
well done.
I think we've done enough fighting.
Did you tell me about what happened? Like, what happened to you guys? While
Nope,
we were
nobody's asked
getting out of
yet.
here?
We're not there yet.
Wait. Okay.
Oh yeah, I tell you what happened. That little bastard that was with that slimy little man-child. He's like, we're hiding in the closet, right? We're trying to get out. We're waiting for people to move, so we just kind of casually go on out. And he's like, oh hey, got this ring thing right here. Can you just teleport us right out? So I'm like, okay, let's do that. So he does it, and poof, we're in the middle of the courtroom where Blaskin and Flint are. And the little bastard's like, hey boss, got what you wanted, and just totally rats us out. But then he got double-crossed himself and got turned to dust. And then Flint died.
Flint died?
Yeah, well, it looked like he did at least, but then he jumped right
got
up.
better.
There's a big explosion, and then he like fucking decimated this robot with like one hit. And then they were blind, and then we was running, and then
Wait. Stop.
And then
There's
Blaskin
no way
was,
Flint died. He's standing right there. What do you mean he died?
It's probably your story on that. And then Blaskin comes and picks us up in his claws, and we turn invisible, and then here we are.
Wow, you guys really did a lot while we were separated, huh?
Yeah, but y'all, did you have fun? Was it pretty easy getting out?
I just get this really, like, exhausted look on my face. I want to take a shower. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could use a shower too.
It'd probably be good because I was wondering what that was. I forget you went down in the sewer, down in the garbage.
There was a garbage monster. It was cracking the wall of force. I don't know what it was made of, but they're not supposed to break. And it was breaking.
And it was made out of garbage.
I mean, it was like a
But
slimy
it's just living in the
sort of
garbage.
thing. Yes, it's a both.
Oh, good thing you got out.
Yeah, I was
Maybe,
a little close there.
Been smelling a little bit better, but Yeah, we'll get a shower and then let's make some dinner.
Yeah, I'll say whatever you guys are looking for. However you want to paint that picture or detail out the house. Jasper's doing pretty well for himself. Has enough space in this estate to have a room with pretty much whatever you're looking for. A good set of baths. Yeah, I think you guys used up some of his towels or robes before, so those are a little more harder to get a hold of, but there's still enough. So whatever anybody's looking to do to kind of recoup, you've got the evening to yourselves. Whatever you want to go over or share, any inter-character discussions, moments, trades. Floor's
Yeah, I
open.
want to talk to Flint some more. I'm picturing like we're all cleaned up, we're having some food, finally, taking a break. So,
Oh, did anybody have a plan for what to do with the college students, just to kind of clean up that bit?
Yeah, wipe their memories and get them drunk and just leave them outside a bar.
Jasper can facilitate one last nightcap that if you administer this to the students, you will have about a half hour to... It's like a mini roofie without the implications, where...
You can't say the word roofie and then say without the implications.
Okay, whatever. Retrograde amnesia. Whatever they give you when I got my wisdom teeth taken out, they gave me something that meant no new memories for the next half hour.
that's so convenient.
Yep, we do that.
Which then, okay, so you let's just say you set them up at the same bar that you guys all went to have your drinking contest. In nicely pressed, you borrowed their clothes for a little bit to kind of clean them up, and then get them all fancied up back in well pressed clothes. Leave them at the table with some coin left to the bartender to be like, keep bringing these guys some rounds. They just aced some exams, and tie that up with a little bow and get back to the house. So
Perfect.
college students are now no longer a concern.
Excellent.
So yeah, I'll hand that back over to you, Gumbo.
Yeah, so I kind of want to know what happened to Flint. Like, he was exaggerating, right?
No, so yeah, I'm standing there, right? I'm trying to run out, and then I get frozen. Like, not froze like cold, but I couldn't move my body, but I could still hear and see.
No, Lucky, I heard
Yeah,
you
yeah,
explain it. I want to
no,
hear
no.
Flint explain it.
Wait. So I'm telling you, so this robot, it's already knocked him down. I don't know if he's dead or not, or whatever. And then
I put him
hear
in a
your
box.
voice.
I put him in a
You're
box.
like, hey, y'all okay? And this robot turns at your voice, and it's like, oh hell no, and it just starts pounding the living shit out of him, and his body just like stops moving completely at that point. But then
It's
it just
about at
pops right
this
back
point you notice your voice sounds a little bit different, and you can't hear anything happening from the people around you. You're conveniently in the corner of a box of force.
Yeah, but you see, he's still like animated, talking. You see his mouth going.
I start nodding. I'm nodding.
Well, I don't remember everything on account of me taking some beatings from that golem.
Golem.
But I do remember being somewhere that wasn't the courtroom. I
Wow.
I think I maybe spoke with Torag again.
That's your deity, right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I can't imagine how that feels.
Well, getting there was rather unpleasant.
No,
So,
we tried to check in earlier, and I heard a lot of like crunching.
you tried to check in earlier?
Yeah, we tried to send a message through the stones, and we just assumed you were busy. It sounded like there was maybe some fighting.
I don't remember that.
Well, did you have a nice visit, I suppose?
I guess you could say that.
Any divine wisdom?
Can I can I show off my cool
It's your item.
yeah, it's just like I guess it's a hilt at this point, right?
Yeah, so it's yeah. I think if you pull it out just like in its mundane state, it's going to be. It still has that really kind of resplendent detail to it, like the fine goldsmith work and silversmithing, and then like the really solid core to it. But it just like flat ends where any kind of haft or tang or blade would connect to the hilt. So it did to everybody else that doesn't know any better. It literally just it's like that's weird. You just have a really fancy weapon hilt.
I didn't have that for any of this happened.
Sorry. Too.
Are you dying?
He coughed so hard he muted. Oh, Scott's dying. I think Scott's trying to get his weapon. Turns out Blaskin is allergic to almonds.
So we want to call and check on him to make sure he actually isn't choking to death.
I'm not dying.
He just had a bad cough there for a minute.
If I were dying, I would have unmuted myself and told you I was dying.
That's nice.
Now we know.
Just saying.
We appreciate that.
I just didn't want to be coughing into the mic while Flynn's trying to have a moment with Gumbo here. It's like, yeah, Flynn, it's really weird.
Sounds like a podcast for A Moment with Gumbo.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're all together, I assume. Like, this isn't just like between us.
Yeah, I thought you guys were all like sitting for dinner because Lucky was there. He's just in his quiet little cube of silence right now.
Yeah, that's about. I got this, and I didn't have it before I went in.
Oh, and Flint, he was very vague about it, but I think sometime between then and now, you'll have noticed your imaginary weapon is gone.
So you died, and you woke up with a cool new stick?
I think It was made for me. One of the tablets is. The tablet's just gone, right? Like there's nothing left of it, right?
Okay, you were keeping it in a bag of holding. So
Yeah.
it's not like you would have just looked in a bag and noticed. But if you were to, like, effectively, when you go to pull it back out, it's just like this very small handful of like crumbles now. So it's reminiscent of the what was shattered onto the table in your vision, in the afterlife, wherever that liminal space was. Damn it. Sorry, Discord.
Yeah, so it's Lucky finally realizes what's going on, and I posted his reaction in Discord.
Oh, hang on. I should let him out. I'm being mean. I tap the wall again and it shatters.
So it's gone.
Yeah.
So he turns back around. Anyway, that's when I figured out he died.
Oh, what a story.
Oh shit.
I know we had a super uneventful trip. I mean, the office was not too bad. There was a magic little thing we touched, and it took us to this like fire chamber where we started getting roasted, and then we had to climb these stairs.
Yeah, I was there.
And I'm facing Flint, but no, thanks. Yeah, and then we found it. We left. And nothing else
Garbage
eventful
chute is
happened.
already discussed.
That sounds incredibly unpleasant.
I was a cockroach.
Yeah, I'm the one that turned you into one.
I do not envy you, sir.
Everyone else has all these like really cool stories, and Blaskin suddenly looks at the ground and goes, I talked to Corn.
And did this corn have a lot to say?
No.
Oh. Well, you bought us plenty of time. We're grateful for that.
It's fine.
You were an invisible scorpion getaway car. Why does Blaskin think he doesn't have a cool story?
That might be
the
the first
fuck?
time anyone said that sentence.
I hope we can do it more. Brandon, when we hit level 12, can I get a combat rating up on Giant Scorpion and call it Gianter Scorpion, and I can just like shit more people?
It has 4 arms
Minivan
instead of 2.
Scorpion.
This is our invisible battle van.
Oh.
Every level, you just get another arm.
Jasper's been working on some notes, kind of half present at the gathering. Kind of letting you guys have your space for the most part, but was present for the meal, and looks like he's busy figuring out the next steps of his scheme that he's now set up with himself and Ethic. And at a point where he feels like it's not interrupting any of the specific topics, he's just going to throw out there. I expect these things might happen in the course of especially trying to salvage victory from the jaws of chaos. But I see your drow friend did not make it.
Hey, yeah,
Okay.
what happened to y'all?
First off, I don't
Y'all
think he was
is-
actually drow.
Will is looking at Gumbo and shaking
Yeah.
his head. No.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait! There's a story here. Look at these two looking at each other. What's up?
I think she's okay. Maybe.
Y'all sacrificed herself to save our lives.
That's a maybe okay. By sacrificing your lives, a maybe okay.
To be fair,
You are literally in a
didn't
room with a guy who died and came back with a super weapon.
we did not see her
Yeah, there's
die.
Yeah, she was off screen. They went over a cliff.
Nobody, no death.
So,
Last I
but
heard,
real quick,
she was talking to the ethic over well, I want to say radio, but I don't think those exist.
So, real quick, before we get into the story, first of all, everybody's gonna need to get real quick about demons. Everyone's gonna have to be really cool about demons really quickly. I said that wrong.
I don't actually have any problem with demons.
Thank you, Blask. And see, demons are people too.
Yeah, I don't think
And
that's
that
how
is
it
exact.
works.
That is exactly the kind. No. Lucky, be more like Blaskin. That is the kind of attitude we want to bring into this discussion.
I'm gonna lean into Lucky and be like, should I have a problem with demons?
Yeah, it's kind of bad news. Yeah, they're
I
not
suddenly
friendly.
have problems with demons.
No,
Well,
Blaskin.
I'm looking at you. I didn't mean to ask, but y'all look like you got the helmet out of you. Your arm is all torn up. Your clothes are scorched. So what happened? I know they were in the
What do you mean?
garbage.
What do you
but,
mean? What happened? They were in hell. We were all in hell.
Yeah,
Of
but
course, we're scorched up.
You look like you're in a fight.
You know what,
And,
Gumbo?
has the lady
just-
sacrificed herself to save you when there's no fight? So what's the deets on that?
You know what, Gumbo? Do you want to rip this band-aid off?
I didn't know we put a band on it, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, just rip the bandage off.
Well, when we escaped from the garbage place, there was a bit of a scuffle going on. There was some demons and devils fighting. Lily, Will, and y'all were there, all somehow, and it got a little messy. And then we started booking it because they were all distracted and then followed us. And y'all jumped in and distracted it, let us get away.
Should
Yeah.
we go
So
looking
how did
for
this
y'all?
sacrifice go down?
We snuck through the city very successfully, might I add. Up until the very end, when we accidentally stepped on a stone, apparently made out of the tormented soul of a mortal, that screamed really loudly. Some devils showed up, and then y'all. Apparently, y'all is like she's trying to be the world's greatest demon catcher because she called in some demons to help us out to fight the devils.
Last
That's
name
what-
kept them.
Yep, catch them exactly.
It didn't sound like a
Gotta catch
it
'em all.
sounds more like a summon it.
So anyway, Lucky, I'm telling the story here, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't make her put you in timeout again.
And so y'all brought some friends. They all started fighting. Gumbo and Wivosh appeared. Quite stinky, might I add. And we all ran away. But as we were running away, one of the devils attempted to chase us. And y'all turned into a yokel and jumped onto the devil's face.
What's a yokel?
Yeah, what's that?
Oh, that's a demon, dear. Specifically a handmaiden of Loth. Actually, wait, shit, with Lily? I don't know what plane Lily's from. I guess she's from that plane now.
well, that sounds kind of nasty. But she was, so she's a demon too, jumping on devil faces to save you.
Well,
I
she's
have less problems with demons.
Okay, yeah, Blaskin, maybe it ain't all bad.
Yeah, what Lily said. Jumped on the devil's face and told us to run, and so we did.
They said it was a perversion of some kind. Like, did she shout "mustache ride" at someone when she jumped?
That's awful.
You laugh, sir.
Will manifests a squirt bottle and sprays Lucky.
Oh my- You're stealing. Get out of here! Don't steal my other character's joke. Fucking Sock comes out of nowhere. He's like, "That's."
Yeah, a portal opens and fucking Sock just jumps through.
Oh,
He failed his casting
Yeah.
role in the other world.
Failed the casting roll.
Wild magic.
oh, you never know where it's gonna go.
Wow, the 10th level spell, instead of it changing dimensions, you can change games.
Oh, the walls of reality are bleeding.
They're really suggestions.
So I am going to assume that y'all will make contact with us at a later date, assuming that she did not die. Which, I'll be honest, the devils looked like they were kind of getting their asses kicked, so...
Was her sister in the prison? Where was her sister?
She had a sister?
Yeah.
Ooh. I did not write that down. Whoops. Well, shit. What was her sister's
Yep.
name?
Was her sister in the prison? Were we supposed to?
You guys, I think she like very briefly mentioned, if at all, that there was motivation for her in terms of like her sister was the reason she had beef with this judge had to do with her sister. But she really like that was something she kept close to the chest if she ever shared it at all. I know it's in my notes, but I honestly don't remember at this point if she told you guys that. But when she had him on the line, that's when it was brought up. So all you caught, if those of you that heard her in the courtroom, all you caught was basically like, you know, my sister says hello, or this is for my sister, one of those two.
Oh, it must be a blood war thing. Maybe he like killed her sister or something, or exonerated somebody who killed her sister. I don't know. I don't know how Hell Court works. Blaskin, you seem to have experience. How does Hell Court work?
Well, that depends. Is she already in Hell Jail or still in Hell Court?
Unknown.
That's yeah. You're not giving me a lot here.
I am sorry.
Yeah.
I should have asked more questions.
We just don't know. Maybe if she comes back, we can ask. But
We probably should have asked the judge while he was here and had like a magic list of people.
Well, considering how much of an asshole he was being, I don't suppose he would have been very forthcoming with that information.
Listen, I don't want to defend or a demon or a devil too much, but we did steal from him.
Yes, but he was an asshole.
All right. Any other topics of discussion or things people want to do before the next day?
Well, we're all here. I'm gonna kind of glance up Lucky and Wybosh, kind of ring my stick in my hands. I suppose I should probably come clean about something. I have.
Oh my god, you've had wyvern milk this entire time.
No.
Oh, thank God.
Jasper was not listening and was writing something down and just like stopped full bore when you said that. What?
I would never keep that from you, Will. No, I have, let's call it a medical condition.
What else would we call it?
Yeah, we're gonna call it
What
that.
terms does it go by?
We're just gonna call it that. A curse, maybe? I don't really know.
It's a slightly not a medical condition.
Wait, yeah, I'm confused. Hang on. It's a medical condition or you've been cursed? It's one or the other.
Listen, I don't know. Okay?
Well, describe
Now
it
we're
to
getting
us.
somewhere.
Yeah, tell us what happens. What's wrong with you? Well, you know, besides everything that we already know.
I glance at Lucky and Wabash again.
Now I want to know what's on your list, Will.
Is this leading to what happened in the flame room?
Yeah. You know
Well,
how
go
I
on.
carry this stick around all the time?
Well, yeah, it's a
Like all the
beat
time?
stick.
Yes.
Have you ever noticed me put it down before?
Yeah,
The answer is no.
yeah. I
I-
saw you put it down.
You saw me put it down once.
I can't say that I've ever noticed. I've ever noticed you or the stick more than. You know what? The answer is no. No, I've never
Yeah,
noticed that you don't
I
put the
actually
stick
thought it
down.
was more like kind of, you know, people have security blankets and stuff like that. I thought it was just like really special and kind of made you feel safe.
I just thought it made you like feel bigger because the stick's taller than you are.
I just thought that sometimes people like having sticks.
Well, it's a nice stick.
Glass can never change.
It was my grandma's at some point. She used to be an adventurer,
Skyrim flashbacks.
and some stuff happened, and I got cursed, or I developed this condition, whatever you want to call it. I can't put it down.
Like
So-
you physically cannot put it down. You cannot release it.
Well, I
Yeah,
can,
she stops
but just
moving.
I'm
I just
sorry,
want
what?
Flint to like reach up, grab it, pull it out of her hand, watch her collapse,
God,
and
no.
put it back. Like, okay, like that.
So did
I want you
this-
to be like specific when you say you can't put it down or bad things happen when you put it down.
more so bad things.
I mean, I'm no doctor, but I feel like if it was a curse, the curse would prevent you from putting it down no matter what.
Yeah, show them. I'll
Oh.
put it back in your hand. Show them what
Please
happens.
don't make me show them.
It sounds
Scary.
It
This
sounds like a
we're
sort of
torturing a absolute innocent creature.
this sounds like some sort of what is the fancy term for it? Oh yes, a phobia of sorts.
Hey, now I've seen the spell she can cast. That is not an innocent creature.
Yeah, I was gonna call Flint on that too. Somebody else didn't.
Killed so many people, dude. It's great. No.
It's great.
She
It's
literally spent the
definitely-
entire fight trying to get me to fucking run into lightning bolt range. So, you know.
Definitely not a phobia.
Listen, Gumbo, just let go of the stick. We will put it back into your hand if you freeze up, but just let go.
Oh, I'm not gonna freeze up. I'm gonna fall over.
Don't
Okay,
do
so-
that, Gumbo.
Somebody be ready to catch her.
It just like lay down, like lean against the whitewash.
Why are you making me prove it?
Well,
No,
Will apparently doesn't believe you. I saw. I mean, she's telling the truth.
I mean, I'm
They're
not.
being difficult because
No,
they're
no, no.
being
I'm not.
difficult.
I'm not disbelieving you, Gumbo. This has nothing to do with me not believing you. I fully believe you. This is me trying to determine whether this is a medical condition or a curse.
Okay, Will,
Yes.
let me ask you a question.
Ask
where in
away.
your- Where in your body do you keep your soul?
Where in my
Tell
Don't
me
you
it's
dare
well,
say the bottom of your feet.
I ask myself that question all the time, Gumbo.
I would think it's in my heart, but I've heard the term soul food used too much. I think it might be in my stomach.
That tracks.
But what if it means solo like your shoe? Like I said, it's probably in your left foot.
But that's spelled differently. That's S-O-L-E, not S-O... Wait, is it soul? Hang on, is that with an
When
A or
did you learn to
U?
spell?
Too late.
I've drank too much whiskey tonight. I cannot spell.
Can I continue my point, Will?
Oh yeah, go for it.
So different people might have their souls in different places of their body. My soul is right here in the stick.
Oh.
So your
That's-
stick is like
that's-
part of your body.
Yeah, that's not a medical condition, Gumbo. That is definitely a curse of sorts.
I'm gonna straight up look Will in the face, being someone who has sticks inside their body, and say it's absolutely a medical condition.
But Blaskin, you are not the same as Gumbo. Gumbo is a
I
is a
kind of beg to differ at this point.
Gumbo is a meat sack. That's
No,
not
Gumbo
meat
is a
sack
stick.
souls. Meat sack
We
souls do not belong
just
in
established
sticks.
that Gumbo is a stick.
Wait a minute.
Wait. Here's I've got a
Is
like, kind of experimental question.
Gumbo is the
so if we
stick,
cast animate
then
object, if I cast animate object on the staff, is that still Gumbo? And she could just run around.
Oh,
It's
please don't
staff?
do that. I don't want to know.
wait.
Then you could just leave your
Hang on a
body
second.
here, and then you can run around like your stick, and then you never
If
lose
that's
yourself.
And then we just have a fucking corpse. Great.
so, Will's gonna point at the stick and say, if that's Gumbo, and then he's gonna point at Gumbo, then who are you?
I don't know. This is just some gnome I found on the street.
Oh,
Well, you
I'm
know, you
kidding.
can't do
I'm
that.
kidding. This is my body. This is my body. I'm kidding.
Wait. Something weird happened when I picked it. Were you trying to get in my body? That's kind of crossing a line. I mean, you were
listen,
friends and all,
you-
but
Yeah,
Is that
Gumbo.
what
At
you
least
do?
buy him dinner first.
Lucky, you picked up my soul.
yeah.
I'm
you
sorry
was
if I got in
stick.
your head.
So you were trying to get in me?
No. I mean,
Will, she tried to get in me when I picked the stick up.
I mean, Lucky, come on. You have the best sausages. Everybody knows that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I will share. I share with everybody. You don't have to like take over my body to get my sausage.
Okay, I'm done. I'm ready for today to be over now.
it's okay,
Gumbo.
Gumbo. I understand what it's like to have your soul in a stick.
Thank you, Blaskin.
I think, if I have one.
Blaskin,
Could be like
You-
a stick bug. Get legs.
you definitely have a soul.
and be like a stick bug.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
So never mind. I found the answer to your question about animate objects.
Oh, joy.
Well,
So she could be
I guess
like her
it-
own person. Just a stick form.
I am
No,
my own person.
you can only cast it on non-magical objects.
is there a Lucky? Maybe you know this, or maybe Gumbo. You'd
But if it's
know
just
this
a soul,
too.
soul's not magical.
Is there a way to
no, it's a
visually?
magic stick for sure.
Well, hang on a sec. Is there a way for us to actually physically see a soul? Is there like a spell or something we can use to actually see a soul?
Well, that's a funny question because you are holding some distilled souls in your backpack.
Exactly.
Where are you going with this?
Well, I'm just
He put those in
saying
the stick
what.
Too?
No,
So?
that's not where I'm going with this. Where I'm going is there a way for us to see Gumbo's soul to determine if it is actually if it is in the stick, or
I think we can. I think we can agree it's probably in the stick.
I know, but we need to know exactly, like, is it the whole stick? Is it part of the stick? And beyond that, are we then able to, assuming Gumbo would want this to happen, are we able to move her soul back into her body?
That's a random gnome.
No, she was kidding.
Laskin, I was joking.
God damn it.
I'm gonna trust that Gumbo did not just hijack another gnome's body. Besides, if she did have her stick taken away from her, and the gnome.
What if Gumbo was actually
Maybe.
originally a giant?
Here's a question: do you not have like a little tether to keep that around your wrist in case you accidentally let go? Like, so it stays with you. Maybe it
I have
falls against
dropped
your leg and you can grab it again.
I have dropped it maybe twice since this happened.
Yeah,
It's
we
not
should
good.
like.
A
Yeah,
problem.
we can tether on that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, in fact, you
She
should
needs one of those
probably
little
just-
Wiimote tethers.
You should just tie it to your body. Like, you shouldn't even be holding it. Like, you should probably just like strap it to your back and just tie it on real tight.
Like down the side of your leg, you can just have to walk stiff-legged on the one side.
Isn't it
Thank
taller
you
than
for your
you are, Gumbo?
suggestions. Yeah, a little.
Yeah, you can put a little flag, put a little streamer on the top. It could be like a banner. Gumbo banner.
They'll always find
Yeah.
you in the store.
Uh
It could be like a spoon.
huh. Great. Sure.
I'll tie a balloon to her staff.
We'll decorate my cursed object. Sure, that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, I can't help
Well,
with that.
Gumbo,
maybe, maybe Flint can help with that. Talk to his daddy, or whatever he's
You know what?
talking about.
Don't listen to Lucky Gumbo.
I mean, I can put a curse on it too. I know how to do
I
a curse, I know how to take it
appreciate
away.
you sharing such an intimate and perhaps embarrassing thing about yourself.
Yeah, it's definitely embarrassing.
Yeah, we see you, we respect you, and whether you're a stick or a gnome.
I'm a gnome. Thanks.
Okay. And we are here for you if you need us for anything. I know you must be feeling like you're in a vulnerable place right now, and I just want you to know I never met my father.
Yeah,
So
we'll
now-
get back on
now-
the daddy issue
Oh.
thing there.
I'm-
But I want to hear about
Now
the grandma.
we're-
Is grandma cursed? Or is
Well, now we're
your grandma
vulnerable
on the
together.
stick? Or are you actually the grandma?
No.
Wait, that is a good point. What happened to your grandma's soul? Was her soul also in the stick? You said it was her stick, right?
You're gonna let her answer the fucking question or what?
Sorry.
You guys see Gumbo kind of clam up at this. She doesn't look too good.
I don't think I want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, she did look a little bit sad. Let's go make cakes, some pies. Get your mind off it.
I'd like a pie.
I want to help bake pie.
Lucky's like, come on, puts his arm around your shoulder and Luke starts walking towards the kitchen with you.
And many pies were baked.
Yay!
Good coda to the day. Will, at one point, Jasper kind of comes over to see like the different. I don't know. Are you making pies with everybody else?
No, he will sit back. He's not super great at cooking.
I do come steal some apples from you so I can make apple pie.
Oh, you don't
Bill,
steal them. I
did find-
definitely share them with you.
I did find a
openly.
weird fruit in that guy's office.
Yes.
I don't know if it's an apple or from hell, but it was a weird fruit that I haven't seen before, and I thought you might want to try it.
I would
Let's put it in
100%.
the
I
pie.
will try it.
And everybody can have a bite.
It looks like a banana eggplant.
Ooh. Oh, maybe that's the coveted hell apple.
Oh, yeah, there it's listed. Weird hell banana eggplant. Oh.
Hey, man. I don't know what apples look like in hell.
That's why you
I
can't
forget.
find 'em.
Did I tell you that it? Did you actually try eating it, or did you just grab it?
I just grabbed it, I think. I don't remember.
Sorry, you said what now?
I don't think I tried it, but I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys are gonna sample it before trying to put it in a pie, it has a super strong. It's like very citrus sour, like lemon, like pure lemon sour, and just a hint of like a tahine burn.
That's good.
So it looks like an eggplant, tastes like a lemon. It's called an apple, right?
Not called an apple.
Yeah, Will said this was a hell apple.
Hey, I said maybe
He knows
it was
all
a hell
about
apple.
apples.
This could be a hell apple. We don't know.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
hell apple, definitely.
Well, if this is a hell apple, then I don't think I want to go back to hell again.
Hell of an apple.
Subquest
this-
complete.
This was just disappointing.
Oh.
Thank you, Gumbo. I appreciate you bringing this.
Welcome, Will.
Here, take some more apples for the pies.
Yeah, thanks.
I have. Let's see. How many apples did I have? I had 11 apples in my bag. So, how many apples do you think I need to give up for a pie? For a couple pies?
Oh, have you made an apple pie from scratch before?
I have not.
Oh, way more than 11.
For the standard
Are you
9-inch
saying
apple
Nick
pie, you'll
hasn't,
typically
or-
need 6 to 8 medium-sized apples. The exact number can vary depending on the size of your apples and how much filling you want.
Okay.
Yeah, Nick has
You
never
guys
baked
know
a
if
pie
you need
before.
more apples, I can make apples, right?
Blaskin, would you please?
Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
ask Jasper first before growing an apple tree, like in his house.
I was gonna go outside.
You can do it in his backyard.
Does he want an apple tree in his backyard?
Well, if he doesn't want an apple tree, he can cut it down afterwards. Not
Actually,
that
I
he,
kind of, you know what? Gumbo brings a good point. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with bringing an apple tree into this world just to murder it right after.
If it
That
grew here,
seems
would
pretty
would
unfair.
those then be hell apples? If it grew here?
Oh my god, Blaskin, we need to go back to hell and get some hell dirt. That's how we make hell apples. We need hell dirt. I've cracked the code.
Oh, we were done. We were done with the hell apple quest.
Will, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I really don't want to go back. And you
All right,
need me, like I'm the linchpin to this plan. This doesn't work without me.
All right, Will's gonna just be quiet, but he's gonna really think about going back to hell during the night just to get some dirt. That's probably a bad idea. I shouldn't do that. Oh,
So I think if we ask Jasper if he wants an apple tree in his backyard, he would say, "That would be great. I have a garden I'm trying to start, and I don't have any apple trees yet."
Well, there you go.
Also, William, he kind of comes over and sits down close.
yes, Jasper.
I would be very careful about asking many people about hell apples. That is the street name of a popular, expensive drug.
You must be confusing hell apples with the delicious fruit. No, they're not expensive at all, actually. I bought an entire cart for like 2 gold. Crazy, right?
I like how he's literally telling him how to get hell apples, and he's like, "No, actually, go fuck yourself."
If you manage to get your hands on one, I would not make a pie with it.
Wait, so you're telling me that hell has ruined the only good creation in this world?
It's not. You're correct. It is an awful place.
I've already gone up.
Have a good
I'm going
evening.
for Jasper, by the way. I'm like out of the room.
Sure.
already.
Yeah, he'll he'll make his escape from that conversation. He's easy enough to get a hold of.
I will just look distraught at the table.
So
It's
yeah,
okay,
last
buddy.
thing
We'll find you some hell apples.
No,
Mr.
I don't want
Jasper?
I don't want them now.
Mr. Jasper?
yes, Blaskin, right?
Yes. I was kind of told that you have a garden and maybe you wanted an apple tree in it.
It would be a welcome addition.
Cool. Where do you want it?
Well, most of the plants are growing kind of on the outer rim, so there's a pristine spot in the center. I don't know how big you grow them or how many you can grow.
How many do you think you... Let's make one and see how it goes.
Sure, that's a good place to start. 1 is a good starting number.
I'll grab one of the apples we have. I'll run back down, grab it. I'm like going too. Like I'm jumping down the stairs, grab an apple, and I rush outside real quick.
Yeah, so he directs you out the one of the several back doors. There's a fair amount of estate grounds behind the building, and it's terraced into 2 layers. And you see on the upper layer, it's mostly like well-kept dirt, some kind of xeriscaping with various like vines and other like low growing plants kind of around the outside.
All right, I'm gonna set the apple on the ground and get into a sitting position next to it, lean forward really close to it, and whisper, "Grow." And I'm gonna cast plant growth.
I think we determined that you could either make a large area grow, or you could just like pump
It's
an
a
intense
big
amount of
area.
energy into one
Yeah.
thing.
And that's not even an us
Yeah.
thing. That's just what the spell does.
Right. So you're leaned over it. You're whispering your spell. You've done this a couple times now. You know that you should immediately lean backwards, because the first thing it's going to do is shove some roots down into the ground, and then a sapling's going to shoot straight up in front of you.
Yep.
And as you kind of back up and start to stand, the height kind of follows you. So I don't know, like, are you shooting for like something that's like a smaller orchard tree that's like you just above your height, or are you looking for like a big spreading like
I feel like
kind
that's
of
something
wild
we have to
apple
roll the
tree?
dice on what kind of apple we're working with here. Actually, technically speaking, these apples should be basically inedible, but I'm not going to get into the science behind that.
Right. Well, that's we're gonna say that's part of the effect of casting the spell, is that you can kind of use
Okay.
nature magic to guide that.
I'm going to roll a D100, Brandon, and 100 being a massive, unnaturally large apple tree, and 1 being
Oh,
this
boy.
thing produces 1 teeny apple, just
Oh,
enough
boy.
to plant another tree, because this one's not making it. That's a big fucking tree.
That's a
like
big fucking
maximum
tree.
Apple tree maximum apple tree size.
He's gonna have some complaints from the HOA.
Damn.
So the fun part is that it now is a canopy over the entire garden. And the way the magic kind of like it's almost like you flexed your nature muscle just a little bit too hard, and got some extra growth out of this thing. So not only did like the tree grow with like a significant like trunk and just thickness to the whole thing overall, but then as the canopy spread out, you've got like bizarre kind of vines of like very pliable branch that hang down, and you end up with like a man, I don't know what the equivalent would be. Like when you decorate for a party and you've got all the different streamers from a ceiling, you've got that with like apple producing boughs hanging down like throughout the garden now.
So is it like the branches are heavy because they have these thick, juicy apples on them, or they just
So that
aren't
you've
like
you've
that?
got standard branches maintaining the canopy, and those will grow apples as well. But then there's these like bizarre, very like almost vine-like thinner branches that grow like little clusters of 2 or 3 that are like much more like a very easily pickable, like, oh, just reach up and grab one, kind of dangling down from the tree itself.
Sorry, that was a little big. I can probably cut some of the branches if you want.
He just kind of stares up for a while. It'll be a great conversation piece for a little while. I really didn't know what to do with the space, so yeah, this settles it.
I have a weird question for you, real quick, Brandon. Does Jasper, I need to back up because I don't remember much about Jasper.
Mhm.
What is he?
Gray tiefling.
Gray tiefling. Is this like a mansion we're in? Is this like a house?
It's more on the mansion side, and you're in a district that is very Pleasantville. It was explained at some point that the residents of this area of the city are very non-hell influenced. It's part of the political and logistical machinations to keep the gate city in Outland, which is also why they limit the number of devils that are allowed in, because if they didn't balance the karmic energies of this place, it would just be too evil and it would all get consumed by the Nine Hells.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Okay, I was just making sure.
You know, I like too how Blaskin, you asked, like, hey, I heard that you wanted a garden. He's like, yeah, you heard it from me speaking in the third person. Because Jasper was the one that was like, yes.
Well, there's plenty of apples now, put it that way.
Jasper, do you have like a personal library?
Like, are you looking for a library or are you looking for my books?
I guess I just, I've kind of exhausted all the knowledge I had in Sigil on certain things, and I was thinking maybe, have you ever considered the origin of the Warforged as a people?
No.
No. Not like in a mean no. Like, I'm surprising myself that this is a question I have not asked. I know very little about your species.
You could just call it a race. I think that sounds better to me.
Oh, okay, well,
Species is weird.
True, but well, okay. I'm going to prevent putting my own foot in my mouth. So, no, why?
I don't know. Just don't know where I came from, I guess. Also, if Gumbo is like a stick, then maybe I can grow Gumbo into a Warforged body if I know how it was done in the first place. But we'll see about that later.
I have a body.
You're not here, Gumbo. Get out. Stop.
Yeah, but it's yours.
Yes.
I'm convinced Gumbo is actually the staff, and it's just piloting a gnome body around.
Like, Blaskin latched onto that
how we're
idea
gonna
and
do it
just
now.
has not let go yet.
I'm feeling some of Kate's pain because I know what the backstory is, and you don't. And I'm not going to say anything.
I like our
But I am
backstory
amazed.
better.
I'm amazed how this has gone. Oh. Well, to your conundrum, Mr. Plaskant, it's unfortunately, while I find it fascinating as an idea, I do not possess any books myself on Warforged nature or anatomy or history. So I
That's
don't
okay.
think
It's like a niche subject.
most of my books are either legal texts or poetry.
Okay. But I hope you like your tree. Also, sorry about the rest of it because I had to go reread the spell. It affects everything in a 100-foot radius. Alright, I'm going back in. Bye.
Might want to call your landscape person to come mow that.
As the door is closing, as you make your exit, you just hear, "Oh no!"
All normal plants in a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown.
Walks into your
addition to
garden,
Yeah.
Yes.
Choose a point within range. All normal plants within in a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown.
Right, but didn't we collapse that down into you being able to grow one plant? Like,
I think
seriously?
So. I
Again,
just
either
also
or.
really like the imagery that we were so focused on the tree we missed everything else that just went crazy.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
Gardner's
we were
gonna have
looking
a
up
fun
and nobody
time.
looked down. Oh.
Walks into your garden, casts plant growth, refuses to elaborate further, leaves.
It's funny because that could
Leaves.
be like a form of like D&D trolling. Someone keeps having to clip their garden. You go out like once a night and cast plant growth on their garden just to fuck with them.
I see this in Blaskin's future. He's gonna be pissed off by one particular landscaper, so you're just gonna haunt him, and right after he mows the yard, you just grow it all back again.
The moment they're not looking.
Right.
I'm a level 20 druid, so I can cast spells in wild shape, turn into
Or
a
you
mouse,
could
go
run a
out there, cast
scam on
plant growth.
people, and you could have your own lawn mowing service. But they have to call you like, man, I'm having to have you mow every couple of days. This is getting expensive. Yeah, crazy how fast your stuff's growing.
I go out there and cast blight on their garden. Kill all the grass.
Oh man. Oh. Okay. Any more chaos goblins out there in the woodwork that want to do anything to Jasper's house tonight?
I think I've done enough.
Yeah. Food and bed.
Okay. In that case, given what time it is already, I think that's a great spot for us to pause. And when we pick up next time, we can go retrieve Felix from jail and see what's been up.
Yay!
Yay.
Maybe Felix will
Some
know
good
things about
shenanigans
Warforged.
tonight. Thank you for running.
That was
sir.
good.
Thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. Appreciate that very much. You can catch replays on this campaign or other ones on YouTube and Rumble. Likes, follows, shares, appreciated. And everybody over here on Twitch, if you want to hang out through the credits, I'll find us someone to raid. And everyone else, have a great night. And we will catch y'all Tuesday for Kelsto's game, unless a bonus game pops up tomorrow or something. So have a great weekend, everybody. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.